Well, happy Friday to everyone. It's Friday Night Frenzy again, and again, I'm on time.
No, you're not.
No, this is what it is. This is now on time. On time is now, it is what it is. I can't control, well, I can control a lot of things, just I'm not good at it, apparently. So,
I'm on time. I only pushed the time back by 15 minutes and then was
the
not on time for that.
I know. Oh, it's so bad. I get so mad at myself. Stop. I try.
Everybody was
Hang,
very patient and was very excited to see
they
me.
were.
So.
They were because we have some fun stories. We actually have some fun law stories for once, not like depressing stuff. Did you see that Daryl Brooks had a hearing on restitution?
Oh, I mean, why? He's got no money.
Well, it's kind of making a point because the idea that he can in some fashion maybe possibly profit off of his story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Daryl Brooks is the kind of guy who's likely to profit off his story. Nobody's going to want to make a movie off Daryl Brooks.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, they're going to want. I don't know if they want to make a movie. They might make some sick comedy.
I don't think you'd want to base like. I could see a comedy inspired by Daryl Brooks, but I wouldn't use the Daryl Brooks story. Like, I wouldn't do it in a way where I had to pay Daryl Brooks anything for that. Because instead, I'd just be like, you could do a court proceeding where you had a guy who was an idiot like Daryl Brooks, but
That's true.
You wouldn't really want to use Daryl Brooks specifically
for anything ever.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to. I mean, let me put it this way. Let's say you're sitting there, you're working at some Hollywood studio, and you're thinking, you know who I would really love to have a licensing discussion with?
Daryl Brooks.
Daryl Brooks. Like, I bet this guy's going to be fun to negotiate with. I bet this is going to be smooth freaking sailing. No, there is no way that's going to happen. So
Chad had opinions because apparently you were in my spot, and now I got us reversed.
Because I got here first, chat.
He did. He was waiting behind seats for me. Oh no, it happens. So, anyways, what are you guys doing? How's your week? Where are you tuning in from? What are you drinking as a beverage this evening? Whether it's tea, water, soda. I want to hear it. I want to see it. I might actually have a giveaway at some point in time because I learned how to do the giveaway stuff, and it's fun to do because I have stuff in the shop I need to get rid of. And I've already given away 2 stuff in the members only streams, which is great. I love doing that. Might do it again. So let me know. Let me hear from you.
Now I've learned how to do the giveaways. So it's going to be chaos. We're going to be giving away all sorts of things.
I know. It's like learning how to do that created a monster. Jennifer, thank you. Nice haircut. Yeah, I did get a haircut. My old barber. I don't know if I told you this. The old barber, actually, like, that shop burned down.
Oh,
rather,
like, it was for insurance money, or
no? It was connected to a restaurant. Apparently, the restaurant had a fire and it burned.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
I had to find a brand new place, and I found a brand new place. I was very upset about. I was upset when I went in at first, but
what were they doing?
No, it wasn't that. It was. Hair is a funny thing. I've never really been big about my hair. I haven't really cared about it too much. But every time they see you and you're like, let's do this. And then he pulls out the clippers and it's like, that's a lot more hair than I thought he was going to take off. That's a lot more hair. I mean, like, imagine, Ian, they take your hair and it's like, I would just like to trim this down. And they like bring it up in a bunch behind your head. And it's like, so we're going to cut off like 10 inches.
Yeah. So my sort of you go into, somebody who's going to cut your hair and they're like, so what do you want it to look like? And I'm like, I have literally no idea. Like, I trust you guys to have some idea of what kind of style might look on my head, So before I had the long hair, I went in at one point and my hair was sort of 2-3 inches long. And I was just like, I don't care. Low maintenance. So they took it down to like a ½ inch. And I was like, are you kidding me? And it looked awful.
Oh, this is obviously before your last driver's license photo, which I have.
Yes.
blackmail purposes. Mari, thank you. How is Mrs. Runkle feeling?
Better, but still having a quiet day.
Yeah. Wouldn't the son of Sam law apply to Brooks? It is imposed. However, it doesn't really escape the ability that he's going to try and seek out money to get reimbursed. Erica, Pepsi, wonderful. Tammy, water in Philly. That's amazing. Get ready to go to work. Sadly, well, work brings in the income, which brings in the money, which lets us put the power and the lights on. So it is what it is. La Croix in Southern California. London and Lemonade. Taxes. I may start to drink again. It's tax weekend for me. It's going to be fun. Lavender
it's
Lemonade.
Not gonna be fun.
I can't stand taxes. Tucson and single cask whiskey. I'll be down in Tucson next weekend. That'll be fun. So that's for my dad's induction into the University of Arizona College of Engineering Hall of Fame.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. Texas, water, coffee, water in Southern Ohio, Coke Zero from Germany, coffee in Waterloo, Ontario. I am always just amazed how many of you are from all over just tuning in to watch these little recaps. They're it's so fun. David, just water near Los Angeles. That's awesome. Oh my. Hello, Robin Ian Fresca down in the SIP. I love the haircut. Thank you. It's a
solid haircut.
It works. I had a 9:15 a.m. hearing this morning, which
I'm sorry.
If you're a judge that sets 9:15 a.m. hearings, man, they're just so painful. They're so painful.
I mean, most trials start pretty promptly at 9. Where I am.
This was just a status hearing to set a trial date, but
don't put those in the afternoon.
Just or let us do it remote, please.
Yes,
let's do it remotely. We go in, we don't even argue about substance of law. It's just let's set a trial date, authorize discovery, do some other stuff.
Let people do it in the like the Zoom tuxedo or the Zoom business suit.
Yep.
Business or the I've called it the mullet suit.
Oh,
business on the top, party at the bottom.
Did I tell you the story about Chrissy? I see you here. I see you. I'm glad that you're here watching though. So did I ever tell you a story about when the Zoom hearing started and I had a judge that I was in front of who would ask the parties, kind of saying, out of respect for the court, if you wouldn't mind, just please rise. And the look on people's faces, and people caught on to why the judge was doing it. It was kind of just a tease, but my word, it was funny.
That's the point where you reach out, grab the camera, and lift it as you stand.
And lift it with you. It's like, webcam, you're coming with me.
Yep,
yeah, exactly. Jules has a good point here. We both need a map to see where our members are from. I think that would be awesome. It would be awesome. I think it's fantastic. Chicken broth in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know why that makes me think of this. We had some rain this afternoon, just a little bit passing through. And my word, does it smell like spring here right now? I don't know what it's like up in Edmonton, but it's starting to warm up here. And it is just delightful. So.
You want to know what it smells like in my backyard? It smells like I hire a guy to do a spraying dog poop cleaning.
Oh no. Why did I know you were going there?
Because
everything's thawing.
Yeah, winter is basically like poop archaeology because they just store all these things in the backyard and they freeze, and there's nothing you can do about it because they're frozen solid, like solid. But now when they're melting.
Oh, don't say that. I don't like that sound. I don't like when you even say that they know the melting. Oh, no.
So, no, I'm not using the backyard for anything right now other than just it's just like, nope, that belongs to the dogs right now.
Yep. Let me hit a few of the super chats so we don't get caught up and get behind. Lynn, just checking, did you get a gray, purple, and red Afghanistan a few months back? Yes, Lynn, it is actually sitting adorned over top of my couch, and there's a thank you note that's literally in a box right there.
I am so bad at sending thank you notes.
I have a list of thank you notes I have to send, and it just, the generosity that people have been showing, it takes a little while longer to throw those together. Yes, it is beautiful. Thank you so much. Gotcha. Thank you, Rob. It's 2 a.m. over here. I've waited so long and now you're late. I will fall asleep. I'm sorry. Replay crew is amazing. To the replay crew, we love you. To the mods, we love you for being here as well. Alan Fortenberry, a woodworker is never late or early. He always arrives precisely when he means to. I like that twist on the wizard thing. That's awesome. Brentwood Chic, happy Friday. Start a vacation week for me. Yay, the haircut is fire, Rob. Thank you, Brentwood Chic. Happy vacation week to you. That Sarah Chick, it's been a crazy in the insurance world this week, enjoying a Bang raspberry and hibiscus tea and letting my brain recover. A Bang energy drink and hibiscus tea. That is one method of recovery. Angie, thank you. Could you please react to Wonky Donkey? It's funny, from Scotland. I'm going to make a note. Actually, I'm going to do a quick little search of that so that I can have it in another tab. Oh, it's a song. So maybe a little bit later, but I have it pulled up as another tab. Thank you. Susan, thank you. BFF Soul Sister birthday. Happy birthday to your best friend. So Lake Sunapee for the weekend. Have fun, you guys. Hashtag replay crew. Susan, thank you. Joshua, thank you. I love watching Law too, but you are my favorite. I hope you mean both of us because I very much appreciate that. That's awesome.
Even if not, I get it.
Teresa, thanks for the distraction tonight. My dad died early yesterday morning.
Oh,
I'm very sorry for that. I was out of town. At least I watched your stream on the way home last night. I made it home in time for Ian's stream. That's the funny thing about, and I don't mean to say it funny. Sometimes you just want to hear a friendly voice. And I do that when I'm in the shop or when I've had a bad day or when I just need to decompress. I'll throw on Ian's stream, Rick's videos, Emily's stream, Alita's, any number of the different people that are out there, Nate, Rick, it doesn't matter, just to hear a friendly voice. So I hope that helps. I'm very sorry for your loss. I've been there and it's not easy. So my thoughts are with you and your family. Natalie, thank you very much for that super sticker. Kimberly, thank you very much. So excited that I won the raffle for Rob's Lazy Susan from Awkward Planet Make-A-Wish charity stream. Kimberly, yes, you did. And I have that information that's going out in the mail tomorrow. So look for it early next week. Okay. Thank you. Jen, thank you. Root beer in Southern Utah. Wonderful. Lindsay, coffee, pizza, and puppy snuggles tonight in Seattle. Awesome. F&Fs with Rob and Ian. Cure for a long week. I hope so. Thank you. Trouble Hound, chopping dead trees. I see your lumber and raise you. Trouble Hound starting spicy tonight. It's going to be a good show. Teach, Love, Create. Thank you, Rob and Ian. Did you guys see the Betty Buzz ad featuring Dr. Scherer from
I did.
Culture Drop?
I didn't play it because I was worried I'd catch a copyright hit, but it's great.
Really? Dr. Scherer, baby. Oh, wait.
Yeah, they hired him to be like, we needed an expert to talk about our product not sucking. I'm not sure why they. So
this is Blake Lively?
Yeah.
Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is great. Are there? Yep. Does he draw the stick figures?
He draws.
Oh no. He's a good drawer of the stick figures. That Sarah Chick.
I don't think they're quite the same stick figures though.
Oh God, I would hope not.
They're not as spicy, and that's unfortunate.
I would hope not. That Sarah Chick. Bang makes hard iced teas. So yummy. I did not know that. Ren Campbell, Matt Daddy was hilarious. Yeah, he was some kind of funny. Chrissy, thank you. That wasn't for you to see me. It's because I'm waiting for a price for what you're making me because I'm me and I feel bad. Nope, that's not how that works. I give stuff away all the time.
Yeah.
KM Cheesehead, any chance to cover Young Gravy versus Rick Astley? Oh, now that you said Rick Astley, I'm going to have that song stuck in my head.
Also, Young Gravy that sounds so wrong.
What, Young Gravy?
Mm-hmm.
Voice imitation lawsuit. Interesting. I'll take a look at that. That's kind of funny. Not really my cup of tea, but I will take a look at that. That's kind of interesting. Tasana, thank you. Saw this video of this guy making a Vader helmet out of wood, and it made me think of you, Rob. Was going to tag you, but you're not in my Facebook. So awesome. I'll have to look that up too. I have really taken to the CNC and have some fun with it. Casey, Key Lime's cream soda in Minnesota.
I want to CNC so bad.
I know you do. It's okay.
How much was that thing? I gotta ask.
That was a steal. And when I say it was a steal,
you mean you stole it?
No, I didn't steal it. So one of my neighbors, not the one that I've talked about before, one of my neighbors he's a robotics guy. And he has 2 CNCs of his own, and he programs them and builds them himself. And he's always on either Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, etc. And he always has a feeler out for other equipment. And he found this Shapeoko, and the guy was selling it for $900. So this entire CNC with the router. So he texted me. He said, "Do you have any interest?" And before I could even respond, he goes, "Never mind, have the trailer picking it up." So he picked it up and he was like, "I'll sell it to you. Let me rehab a little bit. Give me $100 for materials and it's yours." So $1,000.
If he comes up with another one,
I know. I know.
I will be there in a hot second being like, "Want?"
Yes, I know. It's pretty amazing. The router itself that's on the CNC, because it came with the router. The router itself is a 1 horsepower little handheld DeWalt. That router I think sells for like $120, $130. So the router itself, without any of the other equipment, is already 1/10 of the price.
Yeah, and I mean the other thing is you can swap the router in, but I don't know if you'd need to. Oh, that reminds me. I got to get back into the shop too. I still owe Prototopics, David. I've been working on a thing for him forever, and I've got to actually finish that. So
yeah, I've been working on a lot of things I have to catch up on. So it's pretty wild. Oh, someone is telling me that there's an imposter in my channel in my comments.
Oh, there's always there.
I can't stand it. Y'all, there apparently is someone in my comment section saying, "Let's talk," etc. Like, telegram me at Law and Lumber, Drake Much. I don't ever say that junk in my comments. In my comment section, I will answer questions. I'll say thank you. I'll never say something like that. If you ever
see me saying, "Let's go to Telegram," it's a scam.
Yeah. And I see that people are commenting about gifted memberships, so I do want to highlight some of these. Kelly GB, member chat. Rob is the example I need about time relativity. Thank you. Brandy, thank you for the gifted membership. Christina, Lady Drake, thank you for the gifted memberships. Brentwood Chic, gifted memberships. Neurodivergent Counselor, gifted memberships. Diana Dodson, Lola Waterton, Judy, you got this. L&D is my place. Thank you, Glitterblade. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, gifted memberships. Joshua and Diana again. With Diana, you have gifted 70 gifted memberships, and we are like 20 minutes into a live stream. Thank you. I have been doing my best to do some of the members only live streams. And we have fun in those. Those are shop streams, so I get to kind of.
I gotta really rework. I'm gonna get that camera that you picked up and clean my shop.
Yeah, because that camera is going to find all the imperfections in the shop.
Oh, I mean, there's just so much stuff in there that I'm just like, that's going to look awkward. I'll probably also have to put a drape over the airsoft guns, because I suspect that a lot of people would think the wrong thing, because I've got them on like a pegboard in there. And so it looks like, if you've ever played the Hitman games, it looks like that. And I mean, they're all airsoft, but somebody would totally. I'd get a.
Even so, someone's going to make a comment, and someone's going to be spicy in the comments about that too.
Well, the other thing is that somebody would watch it, think they were real guns, go, "I don't see any trigger locks on those handguns," and then I end up with the RCMP kicking down my door, going, we need to see all these. And it's like, no, leave me alone. So yeah. Somebody's asking, where's my brain?
Oh, we're going to need it. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. So keep that close by, because I have a story that we're going to use it for.
It's got a mouth that articulates. I've got to get like a little like cord and like a microcontroller so I could wire it up to audio, and then I could just have it talk.
You guys are keeping Ian and I like remarkably young with all of these things. Like, honestly, I swear to you, it's fantastic.
He says young, he means childish.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grow old. I never want to grow up. That's the thing. Like, I do grown-up work, but I like to not be that grown-up self all the time. So it's kind of funny. But keep that handy, because I have a story that we might
like
cover
kids with day jobs
that might be relevant with that one. It's kind of funny. Marianne, thank you. Live. Love your Friday night stream, Saturday morning here in Australia. Listen to you as I take my dogs for a swim in the local river. Wow. And you'll continue to keep me company as I do my Saturday morning chores. I love Saturday mornings and getting chores off the docket. I will say Saturday mornings are coming back with a fury, because we have Lawyers and Dragons starting up in May. For those of you who don't know what Lawyers and Dragons is,
I'm so excited.
It's a channel. Well, it's on Rick Hogue. Hogue Law Virtual Legality is the channel. Hogue Law is the YouTube channel, and it's Dungeons and Dragons. And before you say, Dungeons and Dragons, not going to be interested, this game I have never played before. I played it this one time, and it's essentially an opportunity for your imagination just to run wild, and you get to put yourself in these crazy situations, and you have your character that you game with and with your friends. And honestly, it's some of the funniest and most fun I've had in a long time. And it's Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's coming back in May. So keep an eye on that, because it's not, you shouldn't miss it. We have guest spots too. Emily D. Baker was on there. She was the defense counsel for all of us ruffians who got in trouble during one of the episodes. Natalie Lawyer Chick is on a guest appearance on another one. We have Kurt from Uncivil, who's
Nate the Lawyer
does guest spots. Nate the Lawyer did guest spots. It's just a great time. So if you're looking for something fun to watch on Saturdays or replay crew whenever, it's definitely worth the watch. Adrian Angevine, thank you. Drinking cranberry juice to go with my impromptu Thanksgiving dinner, because I am thankful, and how to celebrate better than turkey and stuffing. I love it. Jen, thank you. Looking forward tonight. Have strep throat and I need some laughs. You're going to get them, I hope. Root beer in Southern Utah. Thank you. Dancing Beagle, thank you. Laffy, the Beagle, is watching and sharing his opinions, and now I can't hear you guys. Happy Friday. Glad the week is over. I don't know if I'm sorry or happy. George the Cat, eat Eegees while you're there. Hitched a ride on friends just to eat it. Get a grinder and strawberry flavored drink. Sonoran hot dogs. Oh, Eegees. Oh, I have. It's a breakfast joint in Tucson. Yeah, I've done that. Sonoran hot dogs are good too. So is Tucson. Gosh, what is it?
You gotta love when you find those restaurants where you when you travel somewhere, it's like, this place is on my list of things to do.
My brain had a word in there and it lost it. And what's funny is I've eaten more of them than I can explain. It is corn mashed up, put back into the husk with certain foods, and
Tamales?
then steamed. Yes. Jeez.
I was Tucson like, how are you forgetting that word?
I don't know. It was there and it was gone. Tucson Tamale Factory. Fantastic place. Great food. They sell them frozen. Every time that I go down to Tucson, people are saying, can you bring these back? Great food.
Yeah, if I knew a way, I'd be saying, send me some tamales, because here in Edmonton, getting good tamales is just not a thing.
It's no matter where you are, it's kind of difficult to do it. Let me see here. Found it on YouTube, PMing you the link via Twitter. Rob, it's about 8 minutes long. Oh, thanks, Desana. I'll take a look at that later in the stream because we have some stories we need to cover, and I still haven't rolled the intro yet. So I'm trying to get through the super chats before I roll the intro. And 1 second, trying to play a little bit catch up. Trufflehound, look up Viking Wood Splitter. Yeah, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that before. I'll pull that though. Viking Wood Splitter. Viking. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. I need that. Natalie Ball, thank you. Hey, you guys, today at 57, my first tattoo for mom who died 2 years ago, April 1st, 2021. Love you guys. So genuine, always a good Friday with the two of you. Thank you. And that's awesome. That's awesome. So I'm glad that you were able to take that, celebrate that. That Sarah, don't forget Blake's husband Ryan got the wife from the Peloton commercial for his aviation gin commercial. Has the same sense of humor. I love their relationship and their sense of humor. It's hilarious. Time, thank you, love you guys. Ian's love story was great, and Rob's comments were perfect. Yeah, that's now my favorite Runkle story. If you haven't caught that one, that's on his video from last night. Go check out his channel. It's definitely worth a watch. It's my new favorite Runkle story. Christine, Ian, I caught the replay and love your stories of how it all came to be with this Runkle. Thank you for being vulnerable. It was pretty epic.
Thank you. It's just one of those things where life just seems kind of too perfect, even though everything was going wrong, if that makes sense.
You mean when you're shooting the future misses with like lasers, and
yeah, well, I mean, that was what
give
we were
her a
there
break.
For.
Exactly, and she's just struggling, and you're just like, I'm going to keep shooting you because you can't move because you ripped your pants.
I didn't know she'd ripped her pants at that point.
I know.
I just thought she was sitting down.
It was amazing. It's one of my favorite stories of all time. And it just kept going. And I was like, this is going to keep going. And it just did. And I was like, I was not disappointed. I had a 9:15 a.m. hearing this morning, Ian. I had a 9:15 a.m. hearing. Like, couldn't stop listening. It was great. It was fantastic. Colleen, thank you. I'd love to see you do a reaction or a live watch of the show, Jury Duty. The number of people, Colleen, and thank you for the very generous super chat. The number of people who have sent me that show. Have you seen that yet?
Is that the one where people are trying to get out of jury duty?
It's the premise of the show. Let me see if I can pull it up just to explain it. Jury Duty, the show. The show Jury Duty is a mockumentary style show starring James Marsden, and the internet's newest obsession. So essentially, it's playing on people trying to get out of jury duty who get stuck in jury duty.
Okay.
And the cast of characters, if I can possibly pull up an image, because I don't want to get someone yelling at me about copyright issues. Let me see.
Have I told you the story of almost getting kidnapped for jury duty?
No.
So where I am, if they run out of jurors on the array, like the pool of jurors, then what they're supposed to do is they send the sheriffs out onto the street and they tell them to grab random people. And congratulations, you are now coming into court and potentially being on a jury. So there's actually some risk in being near the courthouse because they could literally send the sheriffs out. Now, this happened at one of these days, and the justice who was overseeing this gave a specific direction to the sheriffs. And that direction was, under no circumstances should you accept any excuses. Bring absolutely every person here. Now, I ran into those sheriffs, and they were like, do we grab him? And the reason why they were unclear on that one is two things. One, as a lawyer, I can't be a juror here. Like, the law says I'm forbidden. So, and they knew I was a lawyer. Second thing is that at the time I was working for another lawyer, and it was his case that was being heard, and they knew that. And they're just like, we never saw you. And I'm like, cool. Why? And they're like, you'll see it on the news. So yeah, that was fun. I almost got kidnapped to be a juror. But I would have just been dragged back into court, and it would have actually sucked because I was there on my lunch hour in the middle of a trial. So it would have been really awkward to explain to the other judge of like, hey, I didn't make it back in time for my trial because like I was being held for jury duty. But yeah, they would have had to kick me out again right away because I just couldn't for so many reasons.
There's so many questions. But yes, getting back to the point, I'm going to watch that show. But before we go too much further, let's do this. We're going to roll the intro and we're going to get into our first of the stories, all of which surround FTX, but all of which are more entertaining than a lot of the other FTX stuff that we've covered. So let's roll the intro and I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, we are back. Let me just close out some tabs to make sure that we are in fact back. And Ian, I found what the Viking wood splitter was.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can do this. Why is the image like it's massive? Why, I need a smaller image. Hang on. Viking. Oh, are you looking it up right now? Because I know you probably are.
no, I'm looking up contract law.
Why?
I am trying to convince people that the orc license should suck less.
What is an orc license?
It is geek stuff.
Okay. I will take your word for it. Oh, there's videos on how to use this thing.
Oh God, what is this?
Oh, this might need to be shown. Wow. Let me see if I can find it on the YouTubes and see if I can find something that's not going to get me in trouble. Viking wood splitter. Oh, it comes right up. Wow. So yeah, we're doing this. Let me see if I can't put it up in a different. And I have to mute it so that I'm not getting hit with a copyright thing. Share the screen. So a Viking wood splitter is this. Do I need it? No. Do I want it?
What is it?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's a big sword axe.
It is yup.
You know what? I should get one of those and just use it for a workout.
Did you see that?
That looks badass.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I mean, this guy might have some upper body strength, or maybe he's just, yeah.
That thing might have some weight behind it. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Look it goes into his piece of white oak split. Uh-huh.
How much are these?
That's how you know it's good. Ian's like, can I buy this now and not get in trouble?
Oh, I'll get in trouble. I think Mrs. Runkle is going to be like, you bought a what?
It might be worth it. Let me see. They have a shop. So the shop Let's see if we can find the shop. So they have they
And
offered
by
in
might be
two,
worth it, we mean it is worth it.
they offered in two styles, a rounded over, and this is good. This is safety. This is how you can tell it's a safety conscious company.
Yeah,
They've
that
got
looks
it
like
in,
safety consciousness right here.
it really does. So they have it apparently in two styles. They have the rounded tip or the not rounded tip. And let's go black
Yeah, I think I want the
leather.
pointed tip. I'm
Black,
not doing this
let's
for
see.
safety purposes,
No
folks.
engraving. Oh, that's not cheap. But you know, I might just need it. I don't know. Huh. Huh. Different sheaths, pointed tip. Uh-huh. A lot of effort managing the impulse right now.
Now, I just got to say, the sheaths there that they've got that are $80, I would not spend $80 for that.
No.
That, sorry, folks. As a leather worker, those are what's the word? Dog shit.
Oh,
sorry.
you came straight. There you go. Right in with it. There, we're not pulling back on that one. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep. Trouble Hound. That's all you. That is all you did that. Do I have some? I will make a place where I can split wood. I will make a place just to use that sword. Lumberjack OnlyFans. No, I don't know. This is just, oh, I need that. I never need anything so bad. Just because. Cheryl. Okay, just because of the pun, it's pretty good. How much wood does a wood daddy chop if a wood daddy chop wood? That's pretty good. So that is apparently a thing. Time Lords, Viking Wood Splitter, do it. You are a great influence. Just
oh no, the pointy tip ones are sold out, but the rounded tip ones are not. But I don't live in Britain. I'm allowed real knives.
I can sharpen that down and
yeah. Yeah. That's just a lot of work.
That's gonna be fun.
I don't have to get the thing and immediately take it onto my metal grinder.
Is it in my cart? Yes, it is. Is it gonna stay there? Probably. I don't know. I'll probably like bookmark it and come back to it. Huh.
I want the pointy tip one, and it's not available.
This one's good. Rob, please order. I don't know. I'm really tempted. And then someone else was saying that they're not mature enough for the tip discussion. It's like, well, I was more enthralled with just the massive sword. Well, that can be construed the other way too. So how about this? Let's change topics. So, all right, we're gonna swoop. Rob, you only live once. Apparently, I'm just using all of it. Buy it. This is terrible. Y'all are a terrible influence. Yes, where's Emily? Because Emily would totally not feed into this at all. Like, oh, the absence of that's in my brain.
She totally would.
Oh no, this is terrible. Oh, and then the chat's just going wild. Like it's just the tip, massive sword, all of the things, everything. Oh, okay. So deep breaths. We can get through this. We do talk law here from time to time. Sarah, have you ever gone to an axe throwing bar? I have not actually. I've wanted to. I've seen the near misses because they're kind of scary, but also kind of cool. House Hippo for the sword fund. Time Lords deserves a massive sword. I don't know. This is y'all are but Rob, zombie apocalypse. Exactly. That's the justification. because that thing could probably take out a few zombies. I don't know. This might be a I need it thing. And when I get it,
You know you need it.
Are you up for making sheaths?
Yes, I could make
Good.
sheaths.
There we go. Good. Okay, let's swoop and we'll get into our first story because we're already here. It's 40 minutes in. That sounds about right. Swoop. And one more time for good measure. All right. So the first story. Truffle Hound. Yes. Thank you. I missed you in these streams. Fantastic. So glad you're back. Thank you for bringing chaos as well and knowing how Ian and I get sidetracked. So the first story that we're covering this evening, before I got it, these have to get out of the way because they're not going to make sense later. Lady Drake, thank you. Sword members only content. And Bop It, Sword Fund. Y'all, it's going to happen. But let's get to the law stuff because the law stuff is pretty funny. So I don't know if you all remember, but we covered a little while back, we covered a certain complaint. And the complaint that we covered was this one.
I mean, we've covered lots of complaints. I've got so many complaints.
We have. I have complaints.
In fact,
as well.
it's really my primary skill set.
Well, you know.
Oh, I mean, I'm not complaining. You just do what you're good at.
Yeah, to each their own. You know, I'm not going to disparage you or make remarks about the complaint status. So we covered a class action lawsuit that came out of the FTX downfall. And the class action lawsuit was against certain influencers and the content that they were putting out, saying that they essentially had, they had led people to purchase FTX, to buy into FTX, buy FTT, and then all of a sudden FTX collapses.
I'm just going to say, if you do your investing based on like some random on YouTube, or if you take some random on YouTube as legal advice, this is not making good life choices.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to call anyone dumb because but it's not a great strategy.
That's true. But it's true. And hang on. Caveat, this is not financial advice. You will never hear financial advice coming out of either Ian or my mouth. No financial advice. Although Ian will say this all the time.
If I tell you to invest something, invest in the opposite of that.
Yep. And I knew that Ian was going to make that particular caveat because that's just Ian. So, yeah. But no financial advice we ever give. So that one. Let's see if I can't get the highlighter working here, just in case I need it. So this was a complaint filed on behalf of several individuals suing certain creators. Kevin Paffrath, Graham Stephan, Andre Jeek, Jaspreet Singh, Brian Jung, Jeremy Lefebvre, Tom Nash, and this one, Ben Armstrong, is who we're focusing on today, Erica Kohlberg and Creators Agency, LLC. So the lawsuit was brought and basically said, I love the first freaking sentence of this. The FTX disaster is the largest financial fraud in the U.S. history. The former FTX CEO is facing numerous criminal charges, and the new CEO who helped wind down Enron concluded that this fraud was worse than Enron. Billions of dollars stolen from investors across the globe. So we get pretty quickly to the point of the lawsuit. There were certain creators on YouTube who were pushing crypto investments. Again, I don't do that. If there's someone in my comments pretending to be me that does it, it's not me. So with the rise to prominence of the internet and social media, a new multi-billion-dollar cottage industry of influencers has been created. Ooh, I love the drama. Evidence has now been uncovered that influencers played a major role in the FTX disaster. And in fact, FTX could not have arisen to such great heights without the massive impact of these influencers who hyped the deceptive FTX platform from undisclosed payments ranging from tens of thousands of dollars to multi-million-dollar bribes. Those are some fighting words. So, Indeed, the most searched companies on the internet today are cryptocurrency brands. Why? I don't think that that's so. This is a state law claim out of Florida that does not require the allegation or proof of reliance or deceit. So essentially, the statement itself can trigger liability. The lawsuit was brought against several of these content creators saying that they had pushed the brand FTX, and that because that brand was pushed, people purchased, they suffered monetary losses when FTX collapsed, and they now want to recover because they're not going to get it from FTX because FTX is in bankruptcy and there's no money to get it. So they're looking for deeper pockets.
FTX has become a stone. And my dogs have opinions, apparently.
They do.
They don't like hearing FTX.
They never did. They don't like when I talk about SBF or FTX.
I suspect that Zora might have invested and, without me knowing.
Oh,
that's why. That's why she's angry about the cables, I'm guessing.
She doesn't want you to find out where she's been spending the money.
Exactly.
Is that what we're talking about now? Zora is biting through your Ethernet cables because she doesn't want you to find out that she purchased FTX and FTT.
That's my theory at the moment. I think it's a pretty credible theory.
I don't disagree with this premise. I think that you can probably run with this for a bit. So anyways, so we've got this particular issue. Now, some of these creators took massive offense to being sued in this capacity.
Not a big muffin.
Surprise. I know. No one wants to end up on the wrong side of that versus symbol and have to face a lawsuit. It's not fun. You don't want to be there. And you really have an opinion that you shouldn't be there. A lot of people are like this. It just is the case. And until you are let out based on a motion to dismiss or a summary judgment or a plea in bar, then you kind of have to play by the court's rules. Well, a couple of creators didn't really like that. And let's see what we've got. One in particular was, as I have mentioned before, let me get my highlighter back just in case I need it. There we go. Is a Mr. Ben Armstrong. So, plaintiff's request for a status conference bring awareness of defendant Armstrong's harassment towards plaintiff's counsel.
Does Mr. Ben Armstrong happen to go by a different name?
I think he does. I think it's a BitBoy Crypto.
BitBoy Crypto.
BitBoy Crypto, indeed. BitBoy Crypto. Maybe I'll do this real quick. Let's see.
He's about to have a bad day.
He really is. When I tell you this story is just going to get, wilder and wilder because it really very much is. Let me see if I can't share this screen instead, just to show you who we're talking about.
I don't think I've seen his face.
So this is BitBoy Crypto.
Oh, I regret seeing his face.
I'm not going to disparage man.
Potter's got opinions about that.
Potter has opinions, but he's got 1.45 million subscribers on the YouTubes, and he has Instagram, Twitter, all of the things. And he does a whole lot of content commenting and giving advice on crypto. So he ends up being a defendant in this lawsuit.
And folks, somebody is a reliable source of financial advice when they literally use in their featured video the phrase "get rich quickly." That's a phrase that is never associated with scams.
Oh no, I saw that. I just saw that. Like it's in all caps. Get rich quick. Oh my gosh, without losing all your money. What?
Yeah, folks, in case you weren't picking up the sarcasm, that is 100% a sign that you are about to lose all your money and that the person is possibly running a scam. Like,
I didn't even see that. Oh.
Yeah. I have a feeling that this guy, I mean, based on how he's behaving, he may not successfully manage to get himself out of this lawsuit. And if he doesn't, they're going to sue him for everything, including his beard. They're going to take his beard in collections.
They want his beard? They want his beard in collections? That's what we're doing now? We're doing the beards in collections?
They're going to use it to clean dishes with.
Oh.
It's going to be a dish scraper.
Why? Why do you do this to me?
That's just how my brain works.
I don't understand. I don't understand. And here's what we're going to do. I thought of a funny giveaway that we're going to run right now.
It better not be for a beard.
It's not for a beard, but I think it's kind of interesting. Remember that little cutting board I made?
I see the really hilarious one. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can't find the little video of it to play it real quick.
If you want to really entertain any house guests, this is the giveaway to win.
Yeah, I think we're gonna give it away. I don't really like. I have more designs in mind. So let me see
for
if
people
I
wondering what the water noise is, that was wine going into cola.
Pull it up 1 second. Not now. What do I want to do? I want this. I want that. Oh, come on, YouTube. Let me do this real quick.
And somebody's saying, "Don't be mean to Rob." I'm not being mean to Rob. We're having fun.
He's not being mean. We always have fun. You gotta be kidding me. No. I don't know if Ian knows how to be mean to me. I don't know how to be mean to Ian.
I'm not really good at mean.
I don't know how to do it. So where did my mouse go? My mouse just disappeared. Come on, mouse. Come back. I need you. Thank you. Pause real quick. And I can actually share the audio on this one. Making this video was so much fun.
It's got some good audio.
Envato Elements, thank you.
Oh, Envato Elements is my jam.
All right. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give away the first iteration of the Charcuterie board.
Nice.
Yes, it is the Charcuterie board. Where was this one? This was a good comment. Hang on. Rob's going to get a copyright strike for posting the video. That's Rob's video.
Yeah. I was going to say, Rob, are you going to strike your own
Totally. I totally should just to troll myself.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a giveaway, and because we're talking about a certain person who says get rich quick, we are going to we're gonna do hashtag shark. So if you want to enter the giveaway for this particular cutting board, the Charcuterie board, all you have to do is type in the chat hashtag shark.
Is it shark or is it baby shark?
Shark. Just shark. So the only conditions are essentially that you have to tell me, you have to be able to email me your address, which I will quickly delete from the interweb so it's no longer there, and I will send you this Charcuterie board. And I don't really care if I have to send it internationally. I'm happy to give it away. Like I said, I like making stuff. So does Ian. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So the Charcuterie board is going to be given away. And I will actually go ahead and make sure that as I talk about this story, when we finish talking about the BitBoy Crypto story, no, I want the other one. when I finish talking about the story, or as I continue talking about the story, I'll pull that up, the picture up intermittently so that you guys can see what it is that why people are putting in the chat hashtag shark. But hashtag shark is going to be the giveaway.
I just put hashtag shark in the chat.
I figured you did. Emily, if you're listening, yeah, Emily, if you're listening, this is now's your chance, because I know that you have opinions on this particular cutting board and that you might want it. So, now's your chance. Hashtag shark is what we're going to go with tonight to give this thing away. And just make sure I've got that, because doing the interweb stuff and making stuff work the way you need it to is always just so much fun. Let's do this. So go to the desktop and I'll get back to the story. I promise you guys in just a second. It's not ADHD brain. I'm actually remaining rather focused, which I'm pretty impressed with myself about. There we go. And save this so that I can add it. And I reconfigured my setup. So I have my monitors up here now. One of them is, so when I can look up, and I can look more towards the camera when I'm talking to all of you, which I thought it's fun. It's a fun way of maintaining that, we'll call it collegiality. I like that word, collegiality. So slides, find the slideshow. There we go. Here we go. Come on, process. So hashtag shark. That's what you're entering to get, is the Charcuterie board hashtag shark. It doesn't matter if you.
That looks to me like a baby shark.
Isn't that kind of fun though? I love it. Yeah, and honestly, you only get, the way the giveaway works, no matter how many times you say it, you only get one entry. So please don't spam the chat with multiples. Just go ahead and say hashtag shark once, and it will log that giveaway submission. And we'll see if we can't find a lucky winner of that. So back to the story. See how I did that? I thought that was pretty clever that I did that in the, to kind of allow people to let that run in the background while we're talking about this.
Yep. No, I think that's the way to go. It worked pretty well. I was doing that yesterday. And the problem is that I've got attention deficit really badly. So I'd be like, hey, hashtag shirt, and we're going to, give this away. And then I'm like, oh, right, that's been running for like 25 minutes. Maybe we should actually give away their shirt. Yeah.
So hashtag shark, and it's going to run for a little bit. So don't worry, the chat will slow down eventually. We'll get there. So getting back to the lawsuit. So BitBoy Crypto, Mr. Ben Armstrong, was sued. He was a defendant in this lawsuit. And he had opinions that he really couldn't help but express. So late last week, on March 15th of 2023, plaintiffs filed the FTX class action lawsuit on behalf of themselves and all other FTX consumers against the defendants, who are influencers who promoted and or actively participated in the FTX entity's offer and sale of unregistered securities. One of the defendants named in the complaint is a Mr. Ben Armstrong, who is a YouTuber with more than 1.5 million subscribers. I think he had 1.45. So, I mean, we're not going to split hairs, but if you're going to make the allegation and say it in a lawsuit, make the allegation. So plaintiffs allege that in the complaint that Mr. Armstrong was paid to endorse FTX. Shortly after filing the complaint, Armstrong began harassing plaintiffs' counsel here in this jurisdiction with endless phone calls, tweets, and emails to him privately and publicly by posting insulting and threatening posts on Twitter, YouTube, and other social media. Armstrong's behavior has been quickly escalating.
By the way, guys, this is the kind of thing you really never want to see about you in a legal filing.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
It gets worse, though. Can you send me a copy of this? Because this is so bad, and I want to.
I will.
Oh
I
my
will
god, I need to
gladly.
do something about this because I gotta talk about this. It's just like
I will.
Hey, what would happen if you did this here in Canada?
Send you this. I will glad you send me this. So he's made numerous phone calls and emails to counsel's office, at times making up to 21 calls within a 45-minute period.
I thought that was that he made. I initially skimmed. And what I saw skimming was he made 21 phone calls, and I thought that's really bad. And then it was during one particular 45-minute period, and that's like continuing to go on. I'm thinking, oh my god, that is the worst. This guy's going to jail.
Well, we're not there yet, Ian. We're not there yet.
If he was in Canada, he'd be going to jail around now.
Well, this is still Florida. This is Florida. So Florida, you know what? Florida, you're likely to probably, depending on what part of Florida you're in, you're likely to have an ex who probably engages in similar conduct.
I'm just saying, based on what I see on this literal page, if somebody pulled that on me here where I am, I would have them getting arrested.
Yep.
And I would think it was hilarious. I would be like, yep, this is going to be fun.
Well, and I tell my clients in domestic relations cases that be careful when you send text messages or tweets or voicemails. Always text as if it's going to be read out in court one day, because one day it will. This is a prime example of that. Yeah, 100%.
And I love when my clients listen to that. It's like one time out of 50, because usually clients are not good at listening. That's why they're clients. But I had a client who they made sure to follow that. And so in every call that they made and every text they sent, they were super polite and super friendly. Even when the other person was saying things like, I'm going to stab you in the gut and the hole. They were like, I'm sorry you feel that way. Perhaps we could discuss this in a public location. Would you like to meet outside the police station where I would feel safe in discussing this with you in person? And I was like, freaking A, because when that ended up in court, the difference in voices, the judge was just like, I think I know who the bad guy is here.
Don't worry, Brissy girl. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I promise you. I'm not leading you guys astray. Okay. The voicemails are not only full of vulgarities, but they also include warnings to Mr. Moskowitz, who's the attorney. We're going to have First Amendment protesters around your house 24/7. In the voicemail, the caller says that the home address is the lawyers being circulated on Reddit.
Just as a pro tip, if you're involved in litigation, threatening the opposing lawyer is a great way to be involved in litigation from in a cell.
Yep. So it gets better. There's the email from Ben Armstrong.
This sounds like worse to me.
Hey, bleeper. Guess you do know who I am.
Bleep?
You are such an unbelievably dumb mother bleeper that you are leaving a suit against me when I never even promoted FTX. Expect the countersuit. Bleep. Hey, Steven, you didn't tell me that your boy here is suing me. He's a toxic ambulance chasing cancer. Thank you, Ben Armstrong. My word. That is from BitBoy at bitboycrypto.com.
So I just want to say, this is a guy who gives you advice as to how to run your life.
Uh-huh.
How do you think he's doing on the how to run your life?
I have some thoughts. So he posted numerous aggressive and threatening tweets specifically targeted at counsel.
Yep.
On March 16th, 2013 at 9:17 p.m., he writes, there is only one person who better be careful, and it's Adam Moskowitz, who's the plaintiff's counsel. I already told him privately. Oh, and I have the exhibits. Don't worry. We'll get there too. Defendant Armstrong's posted a YouTube video directed at plaintiffs and plaintiffs' counsel where he warns that he's coming at them with full force. I'm not playing that because I'm not going to allow a copyright strike to occur on my channel because of this person. He is encouraging others to join the attack, such as in a recent post he made where he requested that his followers attack plaintiffs' counsel.
And, you know, if he did strike your channel for that, you could sue him. But
I
I don't think he's going to have any money at the end of this.
I don't know. Or he would just send me threatening tweets, and I don't really feel the need for that. I don't want to be on that end of this this dialogue.
I mean, I don't mind. Maybe this will be something I cover just because, hey, bring it. My house is the wrong house. We'll just say that.
Yep. Most concerning is the message Mr. Moskowitz received regarding harm to him and his family. Oh, that's never okay. That warns him that these people are dangerous and can result in you and your family being shot.
Yeah. We have now passed the point where you do not get release from custody.
Plaintiffs are disturbed by the harassment directed at their counsel, but moreover, given the gravity of defendant Armstrong's aggressions, are concerned for their safety. And honestly, I think rightly so. These are things that you like. This is going beyond the whole.
You should be in a cell.
This is
not in
like,
polite society.
I get there are things that you can say. A lot of this language moves well into the whole threatening language.
Yep.
Like this is getting well beyond just having a grievance or a gripe. This is kind of threatening certain type of conduct or outcome. And well, going on. This is not the first time that Mr. Armstrong has caused threatening controversy. It was reported that Mr. Armstrong filed and later dismissed a lawsuit against the individual who discussed Mr. Armstrong's promotion of PAMP Network. It's another one of those crypto things. Look, if you have people out there...
This isn't even his first round on this?
Well, there was a defamation lawsuit that he dismissed. I looked it up. It's kind of a bit of a nothing burger. It was kind of like I'm going to sue you for defamation. He sues. It's probably the defamation lawsuit probably would have been dismissed anyways at motion to dismiss stage. But the backlash that occurred publicly after the defamation lawsuit was filed was enough that he was like, I'll just drop this. And they both walked away. Like think CoffeeZilla and the
but CoffeeZilla is awesome.
No, but when CoffeeZilla did the video about Logan Paul, and Logan Paul came back and was like, I'm going to sue you for everything you have, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but Logan Paul is not awesome.
Well, just Logan Paul and Anderson and Armstrong are, I mean, I'm not drawing comparisons.
I will draw comparisons between Logan Paul and things, but they won't be favorable.
Yep. So the plaintiffs are respectfully requesting that the court take whatever measures and steps necessary and appropriate to ensure that any relief the court finds appropriate to address the conduct. So it's literally saying, please,
I'm just going to say, if Logan Paul wants to visit, he needs to get into my backyard before the guy comes to pick up all the things, because that's where he belongs.
Oh, God. Okay. So I promised you guys the exhibits. Here are the exhibits. Exhibit A. Scroll. Declaration. Okay, it's a sworn statement. I received these things. These things are valid. Exhibit 1. There's a call log. That is a call log.
That's a lot of calls.
That's a few. Oh, it keeps going. There's a few more. Exhibit 2.
I cannot read those. Those are not sufficiently embiggened.
Hang on. I'll big them.
Embiggen. A noble heart embiggins the slightest voicemail.
Enhance. No, don't do that.
Did it have the number that this originates from?
I'm not putting that. I'm not going to put it.
No, I'm just wondering if the council actually put BitBoy Crypto's number into the public domain.
Well, I think he kind of did it by.
Oh, I agree, he did it, but it's freaking badass.
So I think these are transcribed voicemails.
So Let's read some voicemails.
Let's see. Another class. I imagine it's supposed to be a case of him doing this because I simply couldn't believe it when I saw they are playing games with people's lives. It's not right. I'm to expose a few accidents, what they really are, and what can I say that in a video in a month before FTX, I imagine it collapsed. And to be clear, I'm not claiming that BitBoy. I'm not claiming that big boy. It's horrible. I think it was locked under. Why do you guys hate free speech? So type of loan, we're going to send First Amendment protesters, I believe, in free speech at your house where each and every one of your lawyers sleep at night. Oh, wow.
This is going to sound terrible, especially given, Rick's situation, but is this guy having a stroke?
I think it's auto transcription.
Okay,
so it's gonna have a lot of finicky stuff,
or maybe it's just really terrible auto transcription because
the audio is
really
linked.
bad.
So the audio is linked in a Dropbox on this. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, hey, that's Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's Adam.
They put his audio into the public record.
I think they did. I'll go back and check it in a second.
That is Christmas.
So let's see here. So you never heard of the First Amendment. You think I go on YouTube and say, hey, my personal opinion is I like such and such company, but I guess it's not financial advice. Don't buy him. But my personal opinion is like, yeah, I think they're like okay or whatever. And then like a year later, that company goes bankrupt. You think you can sue me, you sucker. I imagine it's not supposed to be sucker.
I'm guessing that's supposed to be
mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing there's a different consonant at the beginning of that particular turn of phrase.
So we're going to have protesters, First Amendment protesters around your house 24/7 day and night. Boy, you're going to learn about free speech in this country, and you're ... little. That was at 1:07 p.m. Then the next one is 1:22. The next one is 5:38. So yeah, going on Exhibit 3 because we needed Exhibit 3 because we weren't sufficiently enthralled with Exhibits 1 and 2.
I was enthralled.
Oh, look, this was submitted through the firm's form submission for contacting the law firm.
That's always where I like to receive my harassment.
From the name, Jack, Youoff. And the email is... you see why
okay, I'm at least going to laugh at that. You know what? That's funny.
Email, I imagine it's supposed to say Big Beaver at something.com. Phone number, clearly fake, bunch of single digits. Message, you're effed. Filing frivolous lawsuits, prepare for what? Hell. You were humiliated today, lol. Well, you just keep on going, don't you? Just keep on going. Let's just keep... Oh, yep, here we go. There's another one. Another form submission. You're choosing war with an anonymous community while you yourself are not. Only a couple Bitcoins get you and your family. Whoa, hello.
Yeah. At that point, jail. Jail.
So now we have entered territory of
terroristic threats.
Not great. Ben Armstrong, March 16th, 7:23 p.m. So this is like a whole day of emails. Adam. Hey, mother bleeper. Guess you do know who I am, bitch. You are such an unbelievably dumb mother bleeper that you're leading a lawsuit against me when I never even promoted FTX. Expect a countersuit B. Hey, Steven, you didn't tell me your boy here is suing me. He's a toxic ambulance chasing cancer. Thank you, Ben Armstrong. That was preceded by a January 11th email. So I guess there was communication between counsel and Mr. Armstrong. Hey, Adam, I spoke with Steven Castell, and he said you may want to talk to me about some of the case you're working on and also can tell you what we are working on. This week's busy for me, but next week I should have plenty of time to talk and meet. Let me know some days. And so he forwarded the email he sent to the lawyer the first time. So the lawyer was reaching out and he was like, yep. Yep. This is interesting. So moving on to Exhibit C, samples of Ben Armstrong's public tweets. Oh, dude, seriously. Hi, my name is Adam Moskowitz. Oh my God, I'm an amateur-chasing douchebag who can't even
And they
do
put his
my
picture up.
due diligence in crypto lawsuits. I have zero integrity and super. Oh my gosh, which I actually tried to sue my own mother for. Oh my gosh, but just like all my other cases, I lost that one too. Holy crap.
That's a mix of just general insulting content along with potentially some defamatory content.
I mean, what?
I
March 16th
feel
again,
like there is some defamatory content in there.
there's a lot in here. Like WTF lawyers chiming in and saying, I better be careful. Laughing my ass off. You have to be kidding me. Oh, there's only one person you better be careful of. It's Adam Moskowitz. I've already told him privately, you don't get to make lies up. You will be held accountable. You know what works great when you tweet out like you will be held accountable? And that ends up
a jail cell
being in a document that's seeking to hold you accountable. Ben Armstrong. Oh, and then he did this. Leave a review for Adam, his law firm, Amos chases crypto cases, and it's a big reason why the government is able to run roughshod over our space. Man up and do your part. Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yep. This is what we call going hard in the paint.
No, this is what we call, I am spending a lot of time and money on fuck around, and I would like to see how much I could find out.
Yeah. Ben Armstrong countersuit coming. The lawyer in this case can't possibly be more stupid. I've never had contact with anyone at FTX and never ever had a.
I mean, I can see more stupid right here and now.
Here's the thing. This part right here.
Yeah, I feel like that is accurate.
And it's one of these things where it's like this could have gotten you out of that lawsuit. Never had contact with anyone at FTX and never even had a ref link. Then you properly defend the lawsuit, file a motion to dismiss or a plea in bar or a motion for summary judgment with that information, and then you're out.
Yep.
Like you do that.
Yep.
You take your time and energy.
I mean, hell, you might even send a polite email to be like, I don't know if you're aware of this. I never actually did the thing. Were you aware of that? You know, that can be relevant. Like,
would you like to correct would you like to correct your pleading?
Yeah.
Because the lawyer has an obligation to correct misstatements to the court.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it goes on. Oh, lovely. Oh, there's reviews. Oh, gosh.
So and the first one is from, who is that?
Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto.
Under his own name, huh?
Adam Moskowitz is the worst scum of a lawyer known to man. In fact, his license will probably be taken soon because he has an established habit of ignoring due diligence in his going on.
I mean, Adam Moskowitz at this point might have a conflict of interest on the basis of he's got a good lawsuit against this guy.
This is just so, it gets worse. Yeah. There's memes of him chasing Adam Moskowitz. Again on Twitter, I'm contacting the state of Florida today about going after Adam Moskowitz's license price law. Not only is he shorter than the average American male, he's also a really bad lawyer. Wow. We're going to height shame now. Oh, my
I feel like you don't get to have that face and shame anyone else over their body.
That's just really? I mean, what the huh? So
I have some opinions.
Was that. So that was in their request. They requested that the judge take measures. So this is before a lot of the case. There hasn't even an answer filed. You know how rare this is? That before you have an answer filed, you have a party that's going out and saying, there hasn't been responsive pleadings filed yet, but behavior is so bad that, dear court, we need your intervention because this shit is escalating.
Yeah, this is like unprecedented levels of we're still only at 1 hour 19. I can't use EDB's
I
favorite
know, I
saying.
know, I know, I know. It is wild though.
It is wild. This is like, how dare you, sir? Um levels of dumbassery.
I mean, really? And I'm just going to do a reminder here. I need 1 second. So, Ian, can you remind the chat that we have an auction going on?
Chat, hashtag shark if you want to win the most hilarious thing. Although, if you don't put in your name, I will be okay with that because I put in my name. And sorry, folks, I like me better than at least some of you. Not all of you, it's just some of you. So, yeah, this was just I deal with criminal cases, folks, and I'm going to say my clients are better behaved. The murderers are better behaved. The guys who are like obsessed with their ex and freaking crazy are better behaved. I've dealt with people who like slashed their ex's tires or killed their dog who are better behaved than this. So, yeah, this is a bad, your lawyer, if you do this, will personally and specifically hate you. Like, they will tell their friends that you are the worst person that they have ever dealt with and that you suck. And they hope that you stop sucking or go away, whichever comes first.
And Doug, so catching up to speed, we're talking about BitBoy Crypto, who was sued for pumping FTX, or at least that was the allegation of the complaint. That was a complaint filed against several influencers for pumping FTX before FTX's collapse. BitBoy Crypto came out in response and was sending various tweets, emails, voicemails, contacts, etc., and was doing a whole lot of the F around. And we're about to get to the find out part. But in light of all of this new developing news, I have a giveaway going. That's a little cutting board that I made, a charcuterie board that is appropriately named Charcuterie board. We're giving that away. If you would like that, you just have to drop hashtag shark in the chat and you can enter to have that given to you. That's a catch up, and I hope we've got you there.
If I win that, a friend of mine, I'm going to go over to their house and with like a full charcuterie setup and just be like, and the board is yours now. And they will just absolutely lose their mind.
Yeah. So we did the whole little bit of F around. And we talked about how this
Wait, is there more?
There's more. We talked about how there are, well, let me put it this way. What's the best way of describing this? So very rarely will you have a court that will actually get involved in making a decision before the responsive pleadings have been filed, before discovery has been authorized. They don't get involved at that stage. You have just made allegations. Those allegations are going to be vetted through the pleadings.
Yeah.
Then you get to discovery. Then you get to the trial. The court they don't have a bone to pick. They don't have a dispute to resolve at that point because they're waiting for the ultimate determination of fact.
And they typically don't have a whole lot of reason to take steps.
Unless
y'all engage in some serious effery. Chat, do we think this is serious levels of effery or just like minor levels?
This is up there for me. The court got concerned.
You don't say.
The court, the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida, got concerned.
And I have some concerns myself, to be honest.
I do as well. Various. This cause is before the court on plaintiff's request for a status conference to bring awareness of defendant Armstrong's harassment towards plaintiff's counsel. Docket number 5. The order granting the request, docket number 6, and plaintiff's notice of proof of service on defendant Armstrong and materials for show cause hearing. That's docket number 20. The matter was referred to the undersigned by Honorable Cecilia M. Altanaga, Chief United States District Judge, to take all necessary and proper actions as required by law. So we have a magistrate judge who is appointed by the district court judge to oversee disputes that are pending prior to larger disputes. So what happens is U.S. District Court judge is assigned to the case, right? District court judge is supposed to hear the ultimate trial and hear dispositive motions, those being motions to dismiss, pleas and bar, etc. But their dockets are relatively large. For example, this particular judge is hearing disputes over the Carnival Cruise Lines, etc., etc., etc. So they refer the matter to a magistrate judge. Think in your mind, baby judge.
Although I'll tell you, they really hate it if you call them that.
I know. There's a few that I love and a few that I don't. But
just don't ever actually call them that to their face.
I never do that. That's a really, really, really bad idea. Very bad idea.
But so they assign it to people in chat were saying we need to be at code red. So
code red. I can do that, I think.
We were at code red.
Are we at code red? Hang on. Stream Deck.
Somebody sent me a thing that I can do code red.
You have code red now?
I got code red right here. I got to mount this on my wall so it can be properly, But, we could go code green. You
could do that.
Blue.
There you go. I'm code red now. That's code red. I went code red.
Just don't go code brown. No,
I don't do code brown. But, don't call them baby judges. They don't like it. And honestly, here's the thing. Magistrate judges, that's usually the next step to them actually getting appointed as a district court judge. So they are very experienced practicing lawyers. They overhear a lot of the disputes that happen before the case actually comes to trial. So they handle a lot of discovery disputes, things in there. They are given full authority by the district court judge because the district court judge can oversee their decisions. So the court has considered plaintiff's request and notice and the pertinent portions of the record and is otherwise fully advised in the premises. On March 21st, this court directed plaintiff's counsel to notify the court when defendant Armstrong has been served with process and with the request. So basically they're saying, make sure he knows that we're talking about this.
Oh, he knows.
He does.
He's paying attention.
The record and plaintiff's notice reflect that defendant Armstrong was served with process and with a request on April 5th. So he knows. Accordingly.
Oh, and I'm sure he's going to make good decisions about this.
I know. It is hereby ordered and adjudged, and I'm highlighting that for a reason because it's ordered, not a suggestion, that the counsel for the plaintiffs and defendant Armstrong and he does it. So the footnote, the footnote is here. 1. The court notes that no counsel has entered an appearance on behalf of Mr. Armstrong. In the event no counsel has entered an appearance on behalf of Mr. Armstrong, by the time of the hearing, Mr. Armstrong shall nonetheless appear pro se. Very rarely do you see that actually clarified. So
yeah, you got to be here one way or the other. And if you don't have a lawyer, we're going ahead.
Yeah. So the court says counsel for plaintiffs and then says counsel for the defendant and then says, and let's change the color of this highlight because I think I can do that.
Also note that when they're saying that even if you have counsel, you must appear personally. That's something that doesn't normally happen.
Yeah. There we go. Make that pink. Mr. Armstrong himself shall appear on April 20th at 10 a.m. before the undersigned at the courthouse for a status conference to address the matters alleged in plaintiff's request and notice. Counsel for all other defendants are not required to, but may attend if they so choose. Prior to your courthouse visit, please review the court's blah, blah, blah. Make sure you're following all the rules.
My machine doesn't allow me to do code brown, but this is definitely a code brown situation.
This is interesting, right?
Oh, this is definitely code brown.
So the court then directs that this order be emailed to Mr. Armstrong, and that they mail a copy to him as well. And they file a notice of compliance. They have filed said notice, by the way. And then ordered that any written response to the notice and request must be filed and served by no later than April 18th, which is Monday. So that was entered on April 12th. So, folks.
Now, I'm sure at this point he wised up. He said, oh, crap, I'm in some real trouble. And he said, I'm going to make better life choices going forward. Is that what happened?
I'm sure that's what happened. That is also, I am positive that is exactly how one would behave when facing a situation such as this.
That's how I'd behave. If I got a document like that, I'd be going, it is I've had my fun. It is time to, get in there and grovel.
Mm-hmm. So, while that might be what we might think of as prudent and wise and
That is, in
logical,
fact, what I would think of as prudent, wise, and logical.
isn't it? I think it's fantastic.
It's good advice.
I'm inclined to agree. So, we have this article that came out on the 13th. And it's an article by Cointelegraph, okay? Judge orders YouTuber BitBoy Crypto to appear and address alleged harassment. So Ben Armstrong was ordered to appear in a Florida court to address allegations he threatened and harassed lawyers behind a class action lawsuit against him and other crypto influencers. Shocking. We read through the order. We don't really need to catch up on that one. Armstrong, along with several other YouTubers, were named in a $1 billion lawsuit filed on March 15th for allegedly promoting FTX crypto fraud without disclosing compensation. Adam Moskowitz, representing plaintiff Edwin Garrison and others in the class action lawsuit, has claimed that Armstrong harassed the legal team with endless phone calls, tweets, and emails full of vulgarities and social media posts suggesting threats. We've read them.
I think he makes a good case on that.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, this article is underselling.
Yeah.
So on April 15th, filing a show cause for a hearing with Armstrong detailed daily violent threats by the YouTuber in addition to responses and emails with threats and insults before being served with process papers. Legal team also reported in a March 20th filing that one of Armstrong's voicemails included the YouTuber allegedly threatening to surround Moskowitz's home with protesters 24/7, day and night. We read that too. So
yeah, don't do that, people. It's a really bad idea.
Then you get this. A Twitter post from Armstrong claimed the original lawsuit regarding disclosure of compensation from FTX had absolutely no merit. You know what's funny about that? You can prove that in a motion to dismiss or a rule or a plea in bar. You can make that go away. No problem. The crypto influencer is no stranger to online controversy, regularly insulting high-profile figures, including European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde, and being generally dismissive of the class action lawsuit. Quote from BitBoy Crypto on Twitter. So let me get this straight. Adam Moskowitz frivolously attacks me falsely as a paid promoter of FTX, a site where people lost everything. I'm saying it properly instead of just reading what he typed actually. Many lost life savings, many on the brink of suicide. And this fragile kitten.
Yeah, kitten's a good word.
Kitten. This fragile kitten, spelled with P, silent P, claims he is the one scared and at risk because I call him names. I think you did more than that, to be quite honest.
Yeah, no, that was not just I called him names. That was, hey, I belong in a jail cell.
So that article comes out, and you would think that, do you really want to pick that? Do you want to poke that bear? Do you really want to keep pushing? Do you want to do that? Is that really smart?
He does, though. Smart isn't his brand.
Oh.
His brand is get rich quick using this risk-free method, apparently. So smart is not his brand.
I will continue to relentlessly bully people that prey on the innocent and the weak. Dude, may I remind you what Mr. Runkle of the Bailey, who was on this live stream with me, just said before we began this story. As we began this story, your featured video is how to get rich quick. I'm not making conclusions about what it is you're saying.
I'm making conclusions. I'm just going to meaningfully look into the camera and sip my drink. Attorney
Tom, BitBoy Crypto needs a defense attorney badly, so badly. Can you represent him? I need you to represent him. Oh man.
420 is a national holiday.
You can't go to court that day. Apparently he doesn't want to.
I actually had the court. So this is funny. Back when marijuana was still legal, or sorry,
Mhm.
still illegal in Canada. I had a client who was in for a charge of possession of a still personal amounts, but non-trivial personal amounts of weed. And so I was going and I was like, hey, we're pleading this guy out, we're, whatever. And so I went and I was like, we'll schedule this. You know what the judge did? It was the worst thing. It was so obnoxious. The judge was like, oh, I see April 20th is available. I'm good to go that day. We'll do the sentencing on April 20th.
No.
He knew my client was a pothead,
No.
right? So it was like, it's basically just like, you're going to have to show up, non-stoned. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
It was wonderful trolling from that judge.
What's funny is I'm saying that he has a legitimate defense to this lawsuit. There's a legitimate defense to this lawsuit. Damn it.
I don't know what he actually said or didn't say, but
just defend the lawsuit.
No, I want him to defend the criminal charges. That's way funnier.
Just Truffle Hound. My name is Ben, and I have a grenade in one hand and a muffin in the other. I like the taste of grenade. I'm not disagreeing with you. Just defend the lawsuit. My word. So
yeah. Oh, it's exceptional.
It just Adam Moskowitz does not get to inconvenience me.
He actually does, though. That's what a lawsuit is about.
Is that how you're reading this? Seriously, dude, is that your takeaway?
He's going to get a warrant. He's going to get an order he's going to get held in contempt. This is straight up contemptuous.
Yeah, Adam Moskowitz doesn't get to inconvenience me. Shall I remind the chat? Because this is worth reminding that Mr. Armstrong himself shall appear on April 20th at 10 a.m.
Yeah, Moskowitz isn't the one inconveniencing you at this point. It is a court of law that is inconveniencing you, sir.
It's Magistrate Judge Melissa Damian.
Yeah, and she's going to inconvenience you as much as she feels like. Like, that's how this works.
So, even when they're wrong, even when magistrate judges and judges are wrong, which, to be honest, judges are a lot of times they're wrong.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Even when they're wrong, when they order you to do something.
In some ways, especially when they're wrong.
You don't just say, nah, bro. That's not a good date for me.
We good.
So he says, so no, Adam, I will not be showing up to court Thursday.
From if this guy was my client perspective, I hate this. From I am watching from a distance perspective, this is the best thing ever.
I'm 100% with you.
Because, it's one thing to just watch a train go by, but everybody stops to watch a train wreck.
So my undercover favorite part of this is a sponsored tweet.
Wait, he paid... Wait, somebody paid money for him to tweet this?
No. I think Steak. I think he owns a part of Steak, but he puts it as a sponsored tweet.
Oh my God!
You just can't make this shit up.
If I wrote this in like a book, like a story, people would be saying this is unrealistic BS. No client would ever behave that way. Lawyers would say, come on, man.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Like, you want us to believe that one of your clients behaved like this? I've represented sovereign citizens who behave better than this.
Oh, this is so great. And it's the sponsored tweet, because I read it like 3 or 4 times, and it took me to like the very end to be like, wait a minute, why does he have sponsored by Steak? And I was going, This is a monetized tweet. This is a sponsored tweet.
If I was a shareholder of stake.com, I'd be suing him right now.
Oh, I'd be taking his stake away. Oh no.
Or just like,
it gets so much better though. It gets better. It gets better, Ian.
how?
This is how it gets better. So he says that, nah, bro, not gonna show up. Right on. Let the bench warrants fly. This is how it gets better.
Oh my goodness.
I promised. Did I deliver or did I not? Oh, that's awesome. In response to the right on, let's let the bench warrants fly, Ben Armstrong tweets, you do understand this is a civil case, right? It's not criminal. I know legalese is hard, bro.
Guys, I'm just going to say it now. I will cover it when it becomes the criminal case.
This is so amazing.
Because it's on its way.
This is not real life. I didn't think this was real. I didn't think this was real.
Real life? Is this
just fantasy? Oh my God, this is just, it's amazing.
I will so cover this when it becomes a criminal case because it's on its way. The train has left the station. It is on its way to Find Out Town, and it's making no stops along the way. It is full steam ahead express.
Funny story. It doesn't need to be a criminal case, bro.
No, it doesn't.
I know legalese is hard, bro. But when a judge orders you to appear,
yeah,
and when you
that's
don't
not hard legalese. That's easy legalese.
When the judge says your ass is in front of me, and you are not in front of me, the judge issues what's called a bench warrant, a capias, based on your failure to appear, not the civil case that you're defending, but it's the judge told you to do something, issued it in an order, the order was served on you, and you're like, nah, you don't get to inconvenience me. Counsel.
I mean, if I was the lawyers,
judge,
I would be showing up for this hearing with these tweets in an affidavit to just say, oh, yes, we would also like to be filing some supplemental materials right now here in court. And these supplemental materials include an affidavit of why he's not here. And it is because he is in Find Out Town, which is...
He's in Find Out Town. I
mean, on a map, it's actually the same place as Pound Town.
Oh, no, Ian. Oh, no. Oh, no.
They're the same town. Enjoy.
Oh, I can't. It's you do understand civil case, right? It's not criminal. I know legalese is hard, bro. It's the last sentence. Like he's dunking.
It's all, yeah. It's like you can just envision him doing a little dab there.
Oh, I'm crying. Victor Man 7777, thank you. EDB is considering attending the hearing. I swear to you, if I did not have other conflicts, I would very much be looking at airplane tickets. Because
I gotta work, and otherwise I would be like, I'd be sitting there and I'd be arguing with the bailiffs, going, "Come on, man, please let me take my popcorn in there, please. I know it's normally no food. I will wash the courthouse if I could bring my my popcorn in there."
Let me. So you guys want the replies to this? I saw that someone wants the replies to this. Let's see what the replies are. So it's not an order, just a kind of question. If you could please come in and talk to them. FRAD and Find Out isn't a great plan of action when dealing with federal court judges. But then again, we know you're not one to make those best decisions. You do understand what contempt of court is, right? I know legalese is hard, bro. Some of these comments are great.
Oh, they are savage, and I'm here for all of them.
Don't help him, guys. Watch and see. It's not criminal yet. God, This is just. Are you speaking with
They're
lawyers?
saying
If they
everything
told you
I'm
a bench
feeling
warrant can't
right
be
now.
issued. Mhm. Not legal advice, but if you were ordered by a court to appear and you are planning not to, you might want to ask your attorney what the ramifications of that might be. Ask about contempt of court.
You know, the like pharmas, like when I went to Texas, all of the
Oh,
radio and so forth is drug commercials, which we don't have in Canada, right? We don't do that. But this is kind of like that. It's like, ask your lawyer if being held in a tiny little cell for contempt of court is right for you. And your lawyer will tell you no, unless your lawyer hates you, which, if you're BitBoy Crypto, is probably the case.
this is now. I will answer this bell. I will answer this call. Merch. I know legalese is hard, bro. I don't have any of this merch stuff. Nicole, I'm doing it. Hashtag legalese is hard, bro. Needs to be on a shirt. I'm gonna do it. I can't not do it.
It
This
needs
is
to be
too
tattooed on
great.
BitBoy Crypto's forehead.
This is too great. Are you sure? I'd make sure. The more you F around, the more you're going to find out, bud. Oh, no. This is just, if I'm not mistaken, find out it's just up from Schitt's Creek. It is.
It is, and you have to get there without a paddle.
I can't believe that this can be just, why? And then to remind people, there's a giveaway going on, and I'm going to draw the connection in a second. There's a giveaway going. Oh, this is great, Virginia Tracy.
Yes, we got to let him know that he's got to go.
Oh, I'm texting him. I'm going to text him. It's late. He's like not awake right now, but I'm going to text him.
It's only okay late.
I'm not going to. It's Friday at 10 o'clock. I'm going to text him in the morning, but I will absolutely 1000% be texting him and be like, can you please find a way to get to this courthouse on the
Just
20th?
don't send him a text that says you up.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. This board is on auction. It is a board that I made. It is
giveaway,
the Charcuterie
not auction.
board. It's a giveaway, not auction. Giveaway. Sorry. All you have to do is drop hashtag shark in the chat, and you can enter to win the board. I'm drawing the connection, and I'm going to give you guys another minute while I make the connection as to why this is on auction right now, and it's going to make sense pretty quickly. I promise you. Why is this board on auction? Because
giveaway.
Or giveaway. Why is this board on giveaway? Because this.
It costs no money to enter, people. It just costs
no money to enter. There's
shark.
no money. I will ship it to you. I made it. I'm giving it away. I will ship it to you. I don't care where you are. I'll ship it to you. I made it because you wouldn't believe if I told you this was today.
Chat actually is a great suggestion. You should call, email, or you should call Peter 21 times in 45 minutes.
No. Should I just do if I can try?
He will really appreciate that.
Oh no, coffee and cocktails. I see you. Please do send Peter a you up text. No, I'm not doing that. So BitBoy Crypto today took a lovely picture with Mr. Kevin O'Leary, who is also being sued over the FTX stuff. Kevin O'Leary, BitBoy Crypto.
And Kevin O'Leary actually thought that he might be Prime Minister of Canada at one point.
Yep. Shark Tank. So that's the Charcuterie board. That's the connection. I told you I would make the connection. Isn't that awesome? Charcuterie board and the Shark Tank and BitBoy Crypto and never the two shall meet. Apparently they did today. Fantastic. I can't believe it. This is not real life. This is not real.
Caught in a landslide. No
oh my
reality.
Oh God, this is so great.
This is the case that just keeps on giving, and yeah,
Kevin O'Leary is on the show Shark Tank.
He's also notable for being a complete piece of garbage.
So, Dirty Goat passed later. The connection was made. Yep. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how it works. Full circle. Told you. Takes me a while, but I'll get there. All right. So we're going to close the giveaway in just a second. Let you guys get your last hashtags in. Hashtag shark. And then we'll close the giveaway for the Charcuterie board in honor of some serious legal F around and find out. In Canada, Shark Tank was called Dragon's Den. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's go ahead and switch the tabs over and do this drawing. Oh, let me remove this one. There we go.
Come on, Runkle.
So drawing and winning for the Charcuterie board is Susan Davidson.
Didn't she win something just a moment ago? Because if
I don't
so,
know.
that's hilarious.
I don't know, but that's so Susan Davidson. You have won the Charcuterie board. Congratulations. I don't know. I just if you don't mind, Susan, please send me an email to lawandlumber@gmail.com. Please do so. It is lawandlumber.
Also, Susan's
gmail.com.
always in our chats. She's always really great. So I'm super happy to see that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
That isn't to say that the rest of you in the chat aren't great, because you are.
Yeah. So cheers, Susan. Send me an email. Send me an email with your contact information, lawandlumber@gmail.com. Okay. If you can't find it, then it is also in my about page on the YouTube channel. So congratulations again. I'll send that out this weekend, along with some of the other stuff I gave away in members only and on Popcorn Planet's live stream last week or this week. It was this week. So what are we feeling about April 20th?
I am feeling
this is fantastic.
Yeah. This brings me joy. Now, the thing is if he went and actually got a lawyer, so this lawyer is going to be like, here is what you need to do. You need to get in there and freaking grovel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are going to have to kiss the floor and apologize in the most, like, profound apologetic way you possibly can, because you got jail on the table in a real way. So, yeah. It's going to be like, I hope you like the taste of whatever boots the judge is wearing.
It's never a comfortable shoe. It's never comfortable footwear ever. Like, really.
Hey, you're the one who has a video where we can see your feet.
Why, Ian? Oh.
I had a bet going on, like,
I so
who in
don't like
LawTube
you
would be the first to show feet, and I did not have you up as the I'm not going to tell the chat which video. Chat, you have to watch all of Rob's content.
Nope. I don't like you anymore. Let me see if I can find this other article, but we're going to catch up on some super chats. We're going to get to our next story because stories are fun. So let me do this real quick. Scroll. I'm going to do a swoop, catch up on super chats, then move on to our next story. Okay, catching up on some of these super chats. So Barney Cat, all these gifted memberships are amazing. They speak so loudly for Rob and Ian and of all our Sparkle Farts. May we all continue to be blessed with abundance of friendships. I love this community. On that note, I do want to highlight that there have been several more gifted memberships. Who's Handsome gifted 20 and then 20 more. Here for Years gifted 10. Gina Monaco gifted 5. Barney Cat gifted 10. Samantha Steinis gifted 20. Rachel Dueck gifted 20. Joshua gifted 5 more. Disney Mom gifted 5 more. Chris Mullen gifted 5 memberships. And then 2 membership chats from Just Gingy. His goose is cooked, cremated, then burnt again. And then Kathy at Oz. It was a car, a person, and a toothbrush. Oh, ambulance. Or sorry, cop car and a toothbrush. Bring your toothbrush.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Like, honestly, it's amazing to see what you guys are doing. To the thong, not the best thing ever, but it's right up there. God. Poison Elf Smart is not his brand. Trademark that, Ian. You should. Ian definitely needs to. Michael, I say this because I did want to call out the gifted memberships. Thank you guys for all of those. It's pretty amazing. We call it coochie boards. Don't suppose you could make one of those. I've been told to make a clam one now. Just call it yep. Time. Thank you. Watched Ian in the Canadian Supreme Court. He was amazing, but reminded me of Harry Potter. Very handsome. Ian's a handsome dude. SpongeBob SquareBalls. Oh, I read that out loud. That's a great username. Fantastic. Well, I see the shark, but where's the coochie? it's the charcuterie you put on top of it. Professor of Logic. All charcuterie is bored until there's blood in the water. Oh God. Samantha Stein, I still want to be a downer, but chat, can I please get prayers for my fur baby? She's 13 and my world she's not doing well. Please pray. Samantha, cheers to the health of your fur child. I really actually hope that the speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Professor of Logic, I'm starting a pyrite backed cryptocurrency and one on the ground floor. Nope. Lindsay, it isn't sword shaped, but there is a fun axe on its way to you already. What? Okay. I will keep a lookout. That sounds ominous, but fun. BL, thank you. Can you please make a clam-shaped board? I would pay all the monies for it. It's a perfect gift for EDM and Runkle shorts. Oh, I didn't think about the shorts. Yep, that's the next one. I'm going to make one. Time, thank you. Oh my God, I've been on 2X and finally caught up. Glad you're here. Honk Banana No. I'm out drinking for my birthday. It's on Monday, but drinking now. Congratulations. Happy birthday on Monday. So no idea what's going on in here. Just want to say hi, spread a little birthday love while my wife's not looking. Carry on. Happy birthday, Honk Banana No. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Enjoy the beverage, and we're glad seeing you here. Babe Gator, I appreciate Zora and Potter's opinions. They are always spot on. Indeed. Here for years. Thank you. Ian and Rob, armed with swords. I'm getting Legolas and Aragorn vibes. Thank you for the compliment. Nicole Christine, because everyone deserves a massive sword in their life. Also, rounded tip, because pointy tip sounds dangerous.
I always have a sword nearby.
Always. Oh, the kukri.
No, this is the Macahuitl, I think is the pronunciation-ish.
The scary thingy. Yep. Brentwood
I also
Sheik
have
looks
this
like
one.
what? Oh, what's that one? Pull that one. Oh, is it sharp?
Ish.
Can you chop wood with it?
No, this one's actually fairly blunt. I don't know if it would actually hold an edge. I got this at a charity auction. I mostly donated it for the charity aspect. I don't think it'll hold an edge.
So it's probably crap steel.
Yeah, probably. But it looks cool. I should give this away. If somebody wants a sort of cosmetic sword, and I'll buy a more real sword. But hey, I mean, it looks cool.
It does. I agree. Brentwood Chic, it looked like one of Trinity/EDB's Lawyers and Dragons weapons. It did. The weapons that we were all jealous of because they were amazing. It very much did. Yep. For Robin, oh God, JR. For Robin Ian's Pointed Tip Sword Fund. Okay. Courtney Michelle. You know, it really needs the massive sword, Glitter Blade. Yay for Lawyers and Dragons return. I agree. Time, Ian, were the laser guns illegal? That's a good one.
No, it's just laser tag. Now I'm shopping on my Sword Guys webpage.
Oh gosh. Trufflehound want to come to Australia and have some fun with this. The swords, that is. Australian hardwoods are I don't know if the sword could hold up. But I'm always down to travel. Stephanie Richards, I missed the beginning because I'm tuning in from the West Coast. Fresh from the Barringer Brothers Vineyard. Freaking time zones, man. Indeed, time travel is a weird thing. Kara Miller, since you're both here, when is Trials of the Century coming back? First week of May. Ryan Man YYC, that method of jury selection might be useful for selecting presidential candidates.
Just grab people off the street.
Grab people off the street. Rua, thank you. Replay crew this week is working. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Rua, for being here. Tammy Parker, Rob, you need to make a pickle board for Emily. I started this because, yes, 100%. Christopher, Rob, do you have any more shark vag boards? I don't at the moment, but I can always mill stuff up on the CNC because It's life. Rachel Dueck. Oh, you did. Trial century. Losing board equals feet. Oh, God damn it.
Should I get a rapier?
Yes. But again, like the purpose, it's a stabby weapon. Like, well, no, you can slash with it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's intended for stabbing primarily.
I mean, but the answer is always yes.
Yes to stabby implements?
Yeah, always.
That's fair. I feel like that's a good good heuristic for life.
It's a life lesson. These are life lessons we learn. Sorry, Mary Andrews, you missed the giveaway, but next time I'm going to start doing these pretty regularly. By the way, Barney Cat for the sheath fun for Wood Daddy Sex Sword. Oh my word! Thank you, Barney Cat. That is a thing. So here we go. David G. It was his idea. Don't mean to part. It was Hogarth for L&D. It was his idea. We waited for him. 100% waited for him.
Yeah.
Yep. It's his idea. So yes, he is up for it, and we're going to make it happen. So, all right, let's swoop. And next story, a little bit of a breath of fresh air before we get into the next SBF stuff. So, I found an article that made me laugh today. It was this.
It wasn't the last one?
It wasn't the last one. The last one made me laugh, but it was more like, this is uncomfortable. Read the teacher's note explaining why the teen got detention. Why did this teenager get detention? I wonder. Go away. Dad revealed how he burst out laughing after receiving an email explaining why his teenage son wound up getting detention at school. He screenshotted the message that led to his teenager being suspended. So let's see what it was the teenager said. Hello. I gave lunch detention tomorrow for something inappropriate he did in class today. We were playing a review game and he gave himself the name Mass Debater. A minor issue, but I thought I should let you know.
I wouldn't have given detention for that.
Kids are freaking horrible, but
That's
teacher
not
took the
horrible.
time. No, I mean, it's great. It's fantastic. This little teenager kid, punk, just fantastic. I love it. Give the kids attention. But why send the email? just thought I should let you know.
I mean, if the teacher had to give detention for some policy, I would send the email just so that the parent could laugh too.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because the teacher probably sat there and was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. I can't laugh. I can't laugh.
I know I'm supposed to be punishing this kid. This is a great circumstance for what I like to call punishment ice cream. Are you familiar with this concept?
Yes, I am. It's a fantastic. I love this trick. Like, kind of like, you did a bad thing. Let's get ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's say your kid stands up to a bully and punches the bully, and now the bully's gonna leave him alone. It's like, you can't hit people. We're gonna punish you by going to the ice cream store.
Yeah, but first, let's get ice cream.
No, your punishment is we're going to the ice cream store.
Yeah.
And you're going to eat an entire bowl of ice cream. And it's like, wait, this is the punishment? Yes. You tell people I punished you very strictly.
Yep. Is there, Judy, you got this. Is there a hunt Michael in the house? Is there a hunt Michael in the house? Yeah. Pretty good though. I thought that one gave me a chuckle today when I was looking that up. And then only two more quick stories this evening. We're trying to keep these things relatively short because, well, you know, I like sleep and I need to learn how to start getting back onto normal human time.
Oh, I mean, that's not a thing we do here.
I know. So where was I? I was doing this. Let's go into this case and finding the archive and finding Mr. Bankman-Fried because his parents are having an issue. Because you guys remember the bond conditions that we talked about, the modification that he essentially was put on.
The one that ought to have just been revocation of his bond.
The one that should have been that. Yeah, the one that basically said, you're a child, we're going to supervise you like a child.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like if he was poor, he'd be in jail right now.
Well, yeah, and this case will never cease to amaze me because it just keeps on getting more and more ridiculous with every single development. And I want to make sure I've got the order in hand. Do the things. We know how to do this. Do we know how to do this? I don't know if we know how to do this.
I was going to say.
I think we know how to do this.
Do we though?
It's a debate that it's a mass debate that I have a lot. It is. Cell phones. Where was the cell phone stuff?
Mass debates are clearly the best debates.
Mass debates. Those are things that they happen often. The mass debating that occurs just worldwide among all people is good. It's healthy. Are you guys thrilled with the juvenile behavior yet? No, no, not at all. We're bored with it. I can do that too, you know. I have to swoop.
But you also have a pickle.
I do have a pickle.
Do you have two pickles?
That's a real pickle.
It is.
Y'all are terrible humans. I mean, you're fantastic. I love every one of you, but my word, the fact that you sent Runkle and I both the yodeling pickles. I mean, it just I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond to that because what do you say? Oh, swoop! Dang it! I mean, what do you say to yodeling pickles? I don't know what you do. Anyways, going to the next story. If you guys might remember, there's an order modifying bond conditions based on certain behaviors by Mr. Bankman-Fried after the bond conditions were previously modified, that he was accessing a VPN, contacting potential witnesses, doing all of this stuff. And the judge basically said, we're going to treat you like a child. We're going to say what websites you can or cannot access. We are going to say that you cannot do anything in the house, that nothing can be connected to Wi-Fi, and that you can basically, you're a child. This is what you get. You get a new laptop without permissions, loaded with local application software programs listed below. That's all you get. Also, by the way, whoever was advising them from a tech standpoint, there's a lot of workarounds on a lot of this stuff. So I don't know that was the best, but basically.
Wait, they've got a list of the web pages he's allowed to visit?
Yes.
Which web pages does he check out?
So in defense preparation, he can visit Amazon Web Services. That's the FTX transactional database, so he can monitor and see that. Their relativity website, the law firm share file website, the law firm Zoom Room, wikipedia.org, in case he wants to get information wrong. All .gov websites, in case he really wants to get information wrong. FTX.com, FTX FTX policy, so he can research FTX. He can visit YouTube. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Hi. Covering you for a little bit. Hope you enjoy the content.
Please don't send a super chat because that ain't your money.
Yeah, I don't. You need to say that for your defense. DocuSign and DocuSign, archive.org, courtlistener.com. The following read-only blockchain explorers, so just read-only, can't go and buy, trade, sell, or do anything else. The following read-only websites showing crypto asset prices for personal use. This is what he's allowed for personal use. So personal use, he gets New York Times, New York Post, also FT.com, Bloomberg.com, BloombergLaw.com, Forbes.com, Wall Street Journal, Business Insider, OpenSecrets.org, PRNewsWire.com, Puck News, Reuters.com, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, The Block, Decrypt, Be in Crypto, Netflix. Oh, he gets Netflix. That subscription, though, is costly, though. Put that towards your defense. Open.spotify. So he gets Spotify.
Chrystia Freeland said basically that if you're having trouble with money in this economy, you should cancel your Disney.com subscription and your Netflix subscription. So,
hey, it's their options. DoorDash, Uber Eats, because gotta have your foods. Amazon.com, MLB.com, and NFL.com. You know what? That's kind of disparaging. Why no NHL? Why no?
I'm guessing, like he does. I'm guessing he doesn't watch NHL.
So that is the list of websites he's allowed to access.
I'm not sure if I'm disappointed or relieved that there's no porn sites up there.
I made that comment before and the chat rolled me for it. Like I was like, there's no website up there. Like this, so he has the AWS secure VPN for the law firm access. And then the Zoom is limitations. Then he has this new laptop that has all these different restrictions, right? Literally gets very little to do with it, but how are you going to monitor it? Well, how are you going to monitor it? There's software that's being installed that essentially images the laptop periodically and the phones that he's having. He's allowed to purchase a new phone. And the new phone is, where was the phone? So that's the laptop info. The new phone, here we go. The new phone will not be a smartphone and will not have internet access. He gets a Motorola. He gets like a Motorola Razr without internet access.
You know how difficult it is to find non-smartphones now? There's only a few companies that make them. And I'll tell you, usually if you see somebody with one of those, usually what that means is that they've done something bad with a computer. And usually that means something bad with a computer involving pictures. So I would not want to be seen with one of those phones personally. That's kind of the thought I see about that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but again, I didn't run a crypto exchange that was essentially.
Also, you're wrong about the Razr because it can connect to the internet.
I know. I thought about that too, but I wouldn't want to be the one that I didn't run a crypto exchange and defraud a lot of people with the crypto exchange. And so I am going to stick with my iPhone. I'm happy with my iPhone. So the new phone, communication functions are limited to SMS, text, and voice calls. All other message applications prohibited. It provides the government with identifying information for the phone, including the serial number, IMEI number, and the IMSI number, and then the SIM number. So you got to give all of the stuff. Now, here's the other caveat. Third-party devices. This didn't just restrict him, it restricted who he could be around and what they had in their possession.
Wow.
The defendant is prohibited from accepting any visitors with prohibited electronic devices into his home, regardless of who the individual visiting the defendant residence is there to see. To ensure the restrictions set forth above are not circumvented by having visitors bring prohibited electronic devices into the home for the defendant to use, the following protocol shall apply to all visitors except defense counsel and their employees and agents. So basically, they keep a log, security guard. Every device gets held by the security guard, metal detector to screen people going into the house, out of the house, etc. Video footage of people leaving or entering and leaving is stored and controlled by defense counsel, so they can basically give access to pretrial services to see who's coming and going from the house.
That's insane.
Isn't this, like I said, that this is a babysitting order? I've never seen an order like this.
I mean, most people couldn't afford an order like this. Like, you're going to pay for your own security guard to, yeah.
Yeah. This is wild. So this order was entered quite some time ago. Let me see. It was entered on March 28th, right? And now they had to basically abide by these conditions, I think within 7 days, as I recall.
So when he circumvents this, are they finally going to throw him in jail?
I don't know the answer to that question, Ian, and neither do you, because my word.
I mean, they should have thrown him in jail a while ago.
So apparently it is very difficult to find a phone that meets this level of protocol.
It is. It's actually super hard.
It is. So the parents, so it's not Sam Bankman-Fried, it's the parents. So essentially the parents have sought an extension. They sought an extension in, April 4th was the first requested extension.
It's awesome when your mom has to ask for an extension on your behalf, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Like mom and dad, like, can I please get an extension because I can't find the phone? So anyways,
when mom's
dear
calling
Judge
the
Kaplan,
school to say that you haven't done your homework.
Yeah, we respectfully submit this letter to request a 1-week enlargement of the time to implement certain specific bail conditions set forth in the March 28th order. Defense previously requested a 1-week extension, which the court granted. Over the past 2 weeks, the defense has been able to implement all of the bail conditions set forth in the order with one exception: the conditions related to the cell phones used by Mr. Bankman-Fried's parents. The defense recently received new cell phones from Mr. Bankman-Fried's parents installed with the monitoring software specified in the appendix. So his parents have imaging software on their phones that take an image of the phone periodically to verify that he's not accessing internet via his parents' phone. Have you ever heard of a bail condition or bond condition like this?
I've gotten bail conditions that are like this struck down because they were considered to be dumb.
Our technical consultant has now tested the phones and appears that the monitoring software cannot, in fact, automatically photograph a device user every 5 minutes as required by the order. Well, you shouldn't have made that promise when you asked for the condition. Accordingly, we respectfully request the court grant a 1-week extension of the deadline to implement the new bail conditions related to the parent's cell phone so the defense can find different monitoring software that will conform to the requirements of the order. In the meantime, we request that Mr. Bankman-Fried's parents be permitted to use their existing cell phones. Then they sign their sworn declarations. Mr. Bankman-Fried's laptop has been configured according to those specifications, so no more websites, Mr. Bankman-Fried. Please give us an additional 1 week to let this thing carry out. So,
no kitten pictures for Mr. SBF.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did.
It wasn't subtle.
Yeah. It took some memory recall, but I see what you did there. Just T9 texting was the best. I could text under my desk without looking or getting caught. I remember I got good with that. The T9, the digits.
Yeah, everybody got good. Like
the Nokias. I remember the Nokia brick that you couldn't destroy. Give him one of those. That has internet access, though.
You can't give him one of those. He might use it as a weapon.
That's true. Those things are deadly. Huh. I don't know. What do you think?
They should send him is like a Fisher Price telephone and say, this is what you get.
oh, that's pretty good.
Like dial. The cow says moo.
Where was it? They had the burger phone. Remember the burger phones? Do you remember those? The hamburger
banana
phone? Or the banana phone? Yeah.
Hello, I can't hear you. I'm talking on a banana phone.
Or a shoe phone. He needs a Get Smart shoe phone. Someone get that man a shoe phone.
There you go.
I need the shoe phone. He needs the shoe phone. We all need the shoe phone.
You know what? If they actually made shoe phones that you could like walk around and wear, I would like
so many people.
I would straight up get one.
So many people would.
Like just the reference when you pulled that off and took a call would legit be amazing.
If you had the Get Smart shoes, just sell those that has the knife blade up front. And that
would probably make them banned in Canada, unfortunately.
I get it, but it's a shoe phone. Ian, it's a shoe phone.
I know. I'd have to leave the knife out for Canada.
Or just install it surreptitiously later.
That's probably a bad idea, but
Not legal
yes.
advice. Not legal advice.
Not legal advice.
Not legal advice. Yeah. Or this is a good one. Where was it? 2 cans together with a string. Yes, he needs the string phone. Can we get
But
him a
he
string
needs a
phone?
guy in the middle of the string listening to the string.
Yes, exactly. So we're gonna wiretap. We're gonna
wiretap the string.
We're gonna string tap. We're gonna string tap the phone. We're gonna string tap the phone, and we're gonna put a third cup off of the string cup phone, and the government can listen into his phone calls there. Yes, I love this idea. And when he has the phone calls with his lawyers, they have to come to the property. They have to go in the treehouse, pick up the string cup, and then you have to have a video of the government agent dropping his cup, just so that the string cup connection is solid between the lawyer in the treehouse and Mr. Bankman-Fried in his parents' house. I think this is a fantastic idea. These are the new bond conditions that should exist. But it is what it is. Anyways, that is that particular update, and we will do a quick little swoop to get us out of that, catch up on Super Chats, and move on to the next story. Lovely. I love it. It's fantastic. Morse code. Yes, the shoes. Yep, I see all these things. We solve all the problems here, guys. We really do. We really do. Kirsten, we need a meet and greet with you and you two and EDB. I could not agree more. Time, thank you. I need a sword to help my dog PETA and I to check out the noises in my house. That is a good use of a sword. Tourette's Majestic, thank you. As a teacher, I confirm it's so hard not to laugh. I can only freaking imagine. Time, where can I buy a sword? Are they legal? I can't answer that last question because I don't know where you live, jurisdiction, etc. And plus, I don't give legal advice on this channel. Just commentary on things that are going on in the law. We are lawyers, but I'm not your lawyer. As far as where to find that, apparently it is the Viking. What was it? The Viking wood splitter. You can look on Google. It's out there. It's there. So thank you, Time. Professor of Logic, the real question was that his science report on Charcuterie was given while wearing the masturbator name tag. Oh, God. It's terrible. Steve, thank you. I show over 2 hours and 5 minutes since the stream started. F-bombs away. Fuck. Equality. English isn't my first language, so puns can be tricky, but it also makes me happy when I can understand them. I'm glad that you can. Equality. Professor of Logic, Nightbot, command, would daddy stacks masturbate.exe. That's pretty funny. I like that. Poison Elf. So that's the problem with politicians. They are mass debaters. That's a fair critique. Buy the book. Perfect collab. Google Costa Rican rocking chair. Wood with leather straps, leather with or without etchings. I'd buy/bid. Costa Rican rocking chair. Costa Rican rocking chair. Oh, yeah. Ian, have you seen these before?
I have not.
Would you like to?
Yes, bring one up.
Okay. Let me find a good looking one. Where's one? Because it looks comfortable AF. Share the screen. Share this screen. I think that'd be fun.
That would, although that's really simple leather work, but I mean, I'd want to make sure it was sewn / done really well. So
yeah, I like this idea. This is really cool. I've always wanted to build a rocking chair. It's one of my my definite before I die projects. So really cool idea. Thank you for sharing that. By the book, very much appreciated. Nikki, thank you. I'm wondering if Ian will cover the Crumbly parents case. Second Amendment, they are represented together, and maybe they're planning to run to Canada. I'm
That
interested
one I
in that
should
case.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah. If Ian covers it or I cover it, if Ian covers it, I'll be on with him. If I cover it, I'm sure he'll be on with me. It's going to get covered. I'm curious about that case. And if Ian wants that one, it's his to cover.
I mean, I probably can't do it live as it's going on, but I'll probably do recaps.
Yeah.
Um,
It's an interesting case. Judy, you got this. The chat notes your pale pickle. The chat is concerned of its overuse. The chat suggests protect the pickle perch. Oh, God. I am merely a messenger. Chat is bae. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Judy. Here for years, lawyer question. What's your take on the parents in Michigan school shooter facing manslaughter charges? Should it go forward? Ian, why don't you give people a brief TLDR on what that case is and why you're interested in it?
I mean, it's really a novel theory of liability. Like, you're at fault for not properly supervising your kid. And that's a hell of a degree of fault for manslaughter. And so it actually becomes kind of dangerous to be a parent if this is our theory of liability, because parenting is hard. And, if you're going with the notion of, oh, you should have known because, your kid had signs of being a bad kid. It's like lots of parents deal with kids who, do lots of whatever. And this notion that like every parent needs to treat their kid like that's, I got some problems with this one. I am not super thrilled by it, but we will see. And somebody was asking if I had seen the stuff from one of the cases here. Sorry, just trying to pull it up here. Did I see the firearm analysis in the Stotch case today? I haven't seen it yet, but I will have to check it out.
Yeah, that case is fascinating to me. I know that the Supreme Court in, I think, Michigan.
Yeah.
The Crumley case. I know the Supreme Court had opinions and they had thoughts. So I'm very curious to watch that go forward, but we'll talk about it as it goes forward. I promised the mods to give them a heads up as that case starts to progress towards trial, because honestly, that's going to be a tough one. Because there's a lot that went on in that particular case, but it is important to cover and talk about those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Joshua, thank you very much. Can we get Rob to 200K soon, please? I would love to. It'd be fantastic. I like spending time with you guys. Honestly, the members only streams on Thursday, which is why one of the cool things with the gifted memberships is that you guys can now get into the shop and hang out with me. I go down there for the members only live streams and just talk about what I'm building, what I'm making. So I very much love the gifted memberships because it just expands the community. So there's more and more of you down there hanging out with me in that setting. And the reason why I do that in members only is because the YouTube algorithm, to the YouTubes, I am an attorney, and I am an attorney, but I put out legal content and legal commentary. When I put out anything that is woodworking related, which is my hobby and passion, one of them, the YouTube algorithm doesn't like it and they like to punish you for it. So one workaround to that is I do a lot of that in the behind the scenes in the members only spaces so that I can go into the shop, make some stuff, hang out with you guys, and that YouTube doesn't just kill my channel. And Ian did a similar thing with his Roll of Law. So Ian has a secondary channel, not just Runkle of the Bailey, but Roll of Law, where he has an entirely separate channel talking about D&D gaming and those other things, which is awesome. Sorry, Ian, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, the Roll of Law channel is a lot of fun. It's a good place where basically we were playing like Lawyers and Dragons, and I was like, I want to talk about some of this stuff, but if I put it on my regular channel, it's going to kill the channel. So how do I do that in a way that doesn't kill the channel? And answer, second channel.
Yep. So that's the two. I would love. It is not easy. It's difficult to. I own my law firm. I own my law practice, and I'm still a practicing attorney. I had court this morning. I have court next week. I
Court
have
sucks.
this shortage of time, and I love my law practice, and I will not give that up. I love that law practice. I also make stuff in my shop, and I also find a little bit of time to be on here on YouTube. It's a lot. Another channel is just a little bit intimidating.
I got to get Roll of Law memberships going.
Yeah, I don't see why you can't. So either way, why did you need Ian's brain? I had an article. Let me see if I can't find it.
I don't even know why I need my brain. It's
I don't know why you need your
very
brain.
effective most of the time.
Do we need your brain? We needed your brain for BitBoy Crypto because he didn't have his when he did all of those things.
I'm not mailing him one.
Don't mail him one. That's terrible. Where was that? I had a brain article, but I lost it. Sorry. But hey, Ian's brain is still here. Ian, where's your brain?
Now, somebody was saying that this is just a skull because all they could see is the skull, but that is not the case. It opens up. So the skull comes off. Don't try this at home, folks. And then the brain comes out. And
it comes out?
Oh, not only does it come out, it goes even better.
It comes apart? All the pieces of the brain. The brainstem.
Which also splits in halves.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
It's like a Build-A-Brain playset.
It's a Build-A-Brain. You have a Build-A-Brain.
Awesome. Yeah, though this is one of the coolest things. And it's got little magnets to hold it together so that when you're...
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, and it's got like little cards here that tell you what parts of the brains are. So, and it's all, I don't know if you can see this. It's got like little numbers in there so that you can see, and then you can refer back to a card to know what parts are which.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
This is an excellent illustration of like brain whatevers, brain difficulties and troubles. So yeah, I think this is super cool.
A brain puzzle. Yes, Christina, it is. I wish mods got free memberships. Sigh. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know that there's a way to give a membership to a specific person.
I know that. I've looked for that, Ian. I've looked for it all over, trying to find a way to give specific people a gifted membership. It is difficult. Christopher is asking for a link to the brain. The brain itself was gifted to Ian. I don't know that he has a link, but maybe he has the brand.
I don't have a link. I don't have the brand other than it came with a lot of Chinese text. Oh, wait. The cards have gzlandy.com.
Oh, okay.
So let me hold that up.
gzlandie.com. Okay.
And yeah, brain model 9 parts. So it's got... So it tells you all the bits.
That's cool.
That is super cool.
I like that. So, yeah, Cheryl, I know. I wish I could figure that out. I have not. So YouTube needs to figure out how to do that, or to give exemptions, like to create a special space, because honestly, it's a cool place to hang out.
Yeah, and like if you've got somebody who's modding, you're like, I want to just facilitate that for them.
Yeah. So I would love to But like I said, YouTube's got to figure that out. They really do.
I guess you could do like a private live stream for one person.
You can.
And then,
And
yeah, but that would kill your metrics too. I don't know.
like I said, YouTube has made a bunch of steps forward. You did a video on the BBTV stuff, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to
Are
talk
you
about
looking at that?
YouTube, and no, I'm not. But if I was going to refer the chat and basically say, if you want to talk about YouTube and how they have developed and advanced moving forward, members is a new thing, and it led to some controversy in a certain creator getting spicy with someone who was running their advertising revenue. So check that out on Ian's channel, BBTV video. Very cool. All right. That brings us to the last and final story of the evening. Which
Also,
really
I'm being told I've got to do a thing.
What's the thing? The tie? What are you doing with the tie? What are you doing with the tie? You putting the tie in the brain? You putting the tie in the head? You putting the tie in the head?
I don't know. It's got enough neck.
Damn it.
I don't know if it's got enough neck. We can
try. Tie's on the head. The tie is on the head.
I don't think it's got enough neck for this to work. It's a good idea, but it's not got enough neck. Sorry, chat. I don't see a way to make that happen.
Dang it. Dang it.
I'm going to get this space cleaned up a bit so that I...
Oh, the tie works well there.
There we go.
Yeah. So, the last story, and we'll do a swoop real quick. The last story of the evening is, if you guys might recall, there was a motion filed by a Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried that actually caught me a little bit off guard when we covered it. And I think Ian was on stream when we did it. The audacity behind this. Mr. Bankman-Fried in the bankruptcy case for FTX trading. FTX filed bankruptcy in November of 2022. And ever since then, Mr. Bankman-Fried has, well, he's been a participant in this bankruptcy case. The trustee, Mr. John J. Ray, he is essentially in charge of, he's the new CEO of FTX. And Mr. Bankman-Fried just keeps on just fighting left, right, and center. One of the fights that he has been having is that he would very much like access to the insurance proceeds or the insurance funds that are covering FTX so that the insurance can pay for his legal defense. So that was a thing, and caught that motion like randomly while covering other stuff in the FTX case. But Mr. Bankman-Fried asked that the court grant him relief from the automatic stay. Please let me outside the bankruptcy to litigate this particular thing and particular dispute, and ask for insurance funds to pay for my legal defense in all the criminal charges. People had thoughts. A lot of people had thoughts. Because there was insurance company or policies that the company had procured that said that certain defenses could be provided or paid for by the insurance company. If you're insured, if you drive a vehicle, right? I drive a car, I have vehicle insurance. Ian, I'm muting you real quick because the keyboard.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't realizing it was coming in loud.
I'm unmuting you because you're not typing. But insurance companies, when you drive a vehicle and you have vehicle automobile insurance itself, if you get into a collision and you get sued, the insurance company puts up a defense lawyer for you. They provide an attorney for you. You guys might remember Depp v. Heard. Amber Heard's attorney was paid for by insurance. The insurance company actually fronts the cost of the attorney that defends you in the case. That's one of the purposes to insurance. There are exceptions to that, though. For example, if you are committing an act of fraud against the insurance company and trying to use the insurance company for an unlawful purpose, you can't use the insurance funds to do that. If you, for example, perhaps
intentional
things, intentional things. If you defrauded the company, maybe the insurance company that the company paid for the policy, maybe that policy doesn't have to pay out to your defense for committing fraud against the company that bought the policy. Lots of disputes here, but Mr. Bankman-Fried, he very, very much wanted, for the insurance company to pay for his legal fees, or at least in part pay for legal fees. And then he showed up in court this particular week to argue this motion. It wasn't him, it was his attorneys. And the judge expressed some significant concern. Are we going to allow, before the bankruptcy case is completely litigated, are we going to allow people to submit claims against the insurance company when we have no idea what other claims are going to exist as to the whole company? So conceptually, let me explain this to you guys to the best I can. The company has insurance. The insurance has policies that's capped at, let's say, hypothetically, $1 billion, right? So $1 billion insurance policy. The company files bankruptcy, and there's a bunch of people that have claims against the company, FTX. That insurance company is on the hook for a lot of those claims. We don't know what the amount of the payout's going to be for a long time. We're still arguing that in the bankruptcy. And even then, the payout is pro rata. It's divided in some proportionate distribution to the creditors based on their rank and class. So the insurance company is on the hook for a sum total, right? One big cap dollar amount. We don't know how much of that is going to be available at the end of the day for the creditors and what percentage. We are prior to distribution in a bankruptcy case. And Mr. Bankman-Fried is saying, no, let me litigate this against the insurance company to have them pay out a specific dollar figure to me for my defense before we have any clue how much is going to be available for the rest of the creditors. And if you're thinking that sounds a little effed up, it's because it sounds a little effed up. And the bankruptcy court had a lot of skepticism about how they were going to view this, or rather what this might actually do. If you start allowing companies to file bankruptcy and then you start allowing certain claimants to jump in early and take money out of the estate,
fraudulent preference.
You're giving preference to certain people. And there's some circumstances that might justify that. Exigent or extreme circumstances, but not in this particular case. So at the end of the day, the judge basically said, look, Mr. Bankman-Fried didn't put on any evidence telling me why this was an important issue for him. It didn't give the court any ability to weigh the equities of the parties, to say that Mr. Bankman-Fried's plight is so significant that I can risk the damage to the estate because his plight is that significant. There was no evidence put on it. It was just legal argument. So the judge says, nah, denying your motion, but if you have the nuts to bring it again, you can. He didn't say that. That's my paraphrasing.
You're saying that's not a direct quote?
It's not a direct quote. I wish judges would talk like that every now and then, but no, this judge did not. So Mr. Bankman-Fried
judge is just like, try me.
He really is. He was kind of like, do you really want to bring this again? And at the very beginning of this hearing, and that was the audio issue I was having earlier, was I was trying to access and get that audio and actually like pull that into a video format. And I ran the issue with Audacity, which actually is an application that created.
I love Audacity.
I do too, but I had an issue importing the audio and then trimming it. So
both the application and the demeanor,
the actual thing. Yeah, I do too. So that essentially was that entire, that was that saga. It wasn't as dramatic. It was kind of without a little bit of a punchline. He just got denied, said, nope, don't get the insurance proceeds. We still have a whole lot to deal with in the bankruptcy case. So yeah. So do not pass go. Do not collect $200. We've got FTX all over the place. Bankman-Fried struggling with getting cell phones.
Ethics.
BitBoy Crypto.
Struggling with common sense. And lack thereof.
And then insurance proceeds that are denied. So how he's funding his defense, I have no freaking clue. I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Special K, do you guys split the FNF change each week? Nope. FNF is kind of my channel. Ian jumps on when he can. I jump onto his channel when I can. Really just honestly, I just enjoy spending time talking to him because I get to talk to him. This is kind of our setting of hanging out.
I'm here to hang out. That's basically
yeah,
basically how this goes. And Rob puts
So-
up with it, which, you know, says he's a better person than most.
Oh God, I love it. I like hanging out. I have a lot of fun with it. Rob, it's almost a year since your first video. Amazing. No idea you'd become a YouTuber and meet your best bud. Congrats, sir. I'm having a great time. I really am.
Yeah, it's been amazing actually watching you go from like, you know, guy who's like, I'm gonna just show up on this to being like, and everybody going, you need to make that video with the bed breaking video. It was like, make the video.
Oh God, it is so wild. And I can't believe it's almost been a year. So a year ago yesterday,
Wow.
was when I actually reached out to Alita and Nick. And Emily I reached out to later, but you know, just via DM, like saying, hey, I think you guys got some of the analysis on the trial wrong. Just my thought, because I practiced in front of the judge. Weird, right? Just randomly.
Well, and also letting people know, hey, you guys got to realize Judge A is awesome.
That was kind of what it was. It was saying, look, she's not getting it wrong. It's the argument that's being made in front of her.
Yeah.
So pretty wild. So let me do this real quick. We'll swoop. And then I've got a fun video that was sent to me that I did not forget. I promise I would bring it up. And here is the Darth Vader helmet.
Uh-oh.
I know. So I have to give credit. So the credit is to Alexandra. Alexandra Hersai Wood Carving. That's the channel.
Amazing.
That apparently is what we're going to watch that create and become. I can't watch all of it because it's just stealing her content. I'm not going to do that. But this essentially, that's how it starts. Oh my gosh, really? I have to mute this. Hang on. You're jigsawing?
Yeah. Oh, I guess she's going to layer it together.
Is she? She is. No.
That's insane.
No, that is cool.
Like layer after layer of that stuck together and then carved.
What a freaking
that is badass.
No way. Tell me she uses a carving bit. Let me see if I can. Because I don't want to like just poach her stuff. I want you guys to go watch the video. I just want to fast forward through a bit of it. Edge. Yep. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Freaking hand carved. This is awesome.
That is super cool.
I'm totally linking this video. I feel like I have
no idea how. That is amazing. I want one, and I know I can't afford it.
And there's actually pretty good grain matching too. Wow. That's cool.
I know I can't afford that.
All right. I think I'm going to link the video. I'm going to link the video in the description so you guys can see it. Tell me he puts it on. Dude, put it on. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. You win.
And it fits.
You win. You win the internet right now.
All the internet.
Yep. You win. That was cool. All right. That's going in the description because that was cool. Thank you for sharing that. That was really awesome. Yeah, that's some fun. So, all right, catch up on super chats and we'll get out of here and let you guys get on to your weekend. Like I said, look at this, 2 hours and 48 minutes. I like this. This is great. Fantastic. Burberry's Trial Century is coming back. It's coming back first week of May. So keep an eye out. I'll do the announcement formally. It is coming back first week of May. I'm announcing it. I'm not backing away from that. So it's coming back. That is badass. Yes, it is. So let's see here. Lawyer question, what's taking the parents? We did that one already. Thank you here for years. Crazy Cat Queen. That is not what I was thinking when I read with leather straps. I thought it strapped someone to the rocking chair. Oh, well, that's
a different kind of project.
That's something. That's, yeah, okay. That is. Yep.
I have turned down some commission requests along those lines.
I don't even want to know.
I've had some thirsty people be like, can you make me a thing? And I'm like, could I or will I? Those are different questions.
No. Yeah.
It's like, no, I appreciate the thought, but
Baby Gator, Ian, do you think holding parents responsible is different in the Virginia case with the 6-year-old? That case is going to be complicated. I don't know if Ian's actually pulled the facts of that case.
I haven't, but I mean, all of these cases get to be tough, right? And
they are.
There's an old saying of hard cases make bad law. And I feel like that is really something we're dealing with in a big way on a lot of this.
Yeah. This case is tough. Now, I know that the teacher has a lawsuit against the school. And I know that the Attorney General in Virginia just opened an investigation, and they're impaneling a grand jury to determine whether there's any liability on the school's part, or whether there were any criminal negligence, basically.
Wasn't the teacher like terrified of that kid?
Yeah. And that's why the teacher filed the lawsuit. So, like I said, that case is going to be pretty interesting to watch.
It's really bad when you got a 6-year-old that people are just straight up terrified about.
It's going to be interesting, and it's one of those where it's. And Bo, I completely understand this. Like, I'm out for those trusts. I completely understand this. The thing is, it's going to get covered. And
yeah,
one thing that I think, look, I found my way onto YouTube. I found my way covering legal content. I found my way adding to some of the discussion. One thing that I kind of promise to you guys is that when I cover a case, I try to do it respectfully with both sides thought of, and really covering the details without kind of putting a gloss on it one way or the other, but also doing it in a sensitive manner. So there are sensitivities in that case, and I know there's sensitivities in the Michigan case, the Crumley case. But if this is the skill, if this is what I want to do, you're gonna hear the information. I would rather you hear it from me and Ian, and Emily and others that I trust to relay the information, than for you to go out and hear stuff that's really nasty. So we're going to do our best to try and cover it respectfully.
Yeah, we're not going to try to linger on, gore or whatever else.
No.
It's
yeah. So if you're going to get coverage of the case, I would rather that come from me, where I can relay it in a way that's respectful and sensitive. So analytical Blarney, thank you. Law number. Oh, we can get him a poopsie for his parents' basement. He can listen to my poops. Oh shit. Oh, I just said that without. I realized what I said there. Oh shit. That's funny. Yeah. I poopsie.
Although my poopsie would be an electronic device. I don't know that he's allowed those.
I don't know if he could, especially if it could connect to the internet, which I don't know if it can. Philip Martin, how do you
don't connect your poops to the internet, folks?
Don't link your poops to the internet. How do you eat a hard drive? One bite at a time. I love it. Fantastic. Love the puns. Joshua, thank you. Sweet gems, Rob. Ian, mods, chat. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you very much for being here and for the gift of memberships, Joshua. SoCo SLP. Nothing on the found. 7.3 billion for SBF tonight. Yeah, they did announce that during the hearing. They keep turning up billions of dollars. So,
I really wish that, like, when I look in my couch cushions,
I would love.
I get like a couple bucks. This guy, it's coming up with billions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then you lose a couple. It's
a couple billion. I have yet to find. I don't know. Maybe tonight I'll look in the couch cushions and there'll be $1 billion there. That'll be nice.
Yeah. And there was also text about like 50 million going missing, and Mr. Bankman-Fried was like, "Hey, we lost 50 million today. Don't know where it is, but it'll turn up." What the F?
I would love to have that kind of problem where it's like, oh yeah, I'm missing 50 million. No big.
Yeah. It doesn't really suck. I found a whole 26 cents in my car today. Yay me. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It's funny. Ro, my favorite dynamic duo. Thank you for being here. I very much appreciate the compliment. And then Marion saw a great comedy zombie movie today, The Dead Don't Die, and had a lot of cool actors in it. Tilda Swinton played a badass with a very cool sword and weird coroner. Highly recommend it to sign. Get the sword, Rob. You need it.
Tilda Swinton's also a badass.
That sword is really cool. I think that sword is going to be that might not be in my cart for too long. It's going to be on its way to me.
If they had the pointy version available, I would have bought that today.
I can sharpen it. I've got my grinder downstairs. I'll sharpen it.
Yeah, I just don't want to have to create a point myself.
I know, because then you got to shape it. You might change the shape. I get it, but
yeah,
and
it's the same cost. So why wouldn't I just hold out for the one that has the point? Because I'm not British. Yeah. We're allowed pointed knives here.
Oh, that's good. I like it. Julia, but can it be properly sharpened? If the steel is decent, I can get that thing pretty sharp. So
I mean, the thing is it'll probably be like cut to an axe wedge kind of angle, not a sword angle.
15 degree.
Yeah, it's so it's not going to be sword sharp. It'll be axe sharp, and that's just fine because that's what you want it for.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll get it pretty sharp. But thank you, Marion. Very much appreciate it. I'll have to take a look at it. I think that's a great comment. For the kids, law and lumber and literacy. That is what we save for the members only streams. And we read such books as, I think this one is the next one I'm going to read, which is Jiggle, Wiggle, Tickle, Pickle. Guys, these are the books that get sent.
You were listening in for the story of my pickle and security, correct?
I did. Yep, I was. So I don't pre-read the books.
That's good because people want to see your live reaction to that.
We learn lessons. We learn lessons about consent. We learn lessons about Biff doesn't like blue balls. So when you give Biff the beaver, when you give him like physically blue like balls for his birthday, he doesn't appreciate it. So we learned that communication is key. We learn a lot of things in these books, or we try to, while we learn self-care.
Chat, you guys are terrible for sending him these things, and I'm here for it.
It's terrible. I love it though. It's fantastic. I have no issue. False. I do have an issue when I'm in the middle of a conversation and Ian's going to put on the cowboy hat. Yes, he is. There he goes. Love it. It's fantastic.
Hold the earphones on in place.
It's amazing. So I can't think of a better way to end the live stream than Ian in a cowboy hat. Me telling that the members are going to get a conversation about Jiggle, Wiggle, Tickle, Pickle. Oh, God. So that's where we're going to wrap up for the evening. Thank you guys very much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Check out Runkle of the Bailey if you have not already. If you haven't, what are you doing? He does a Monday night show now, which I love. Monday Fun Days. Either way, it's great.
I'm not sure it has like a definitive name yet.
I think it does. It's fantastic. But check that out. Check out Roll of Law. Thank you guys for being here. I very much appreciate it. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch you next time.